We welcome you to 88.7 KWDM The Point on this Friday doubleheader. It's the Valley Tigers against the Waukee Warriors. It's going to be a good one tonight as tip-off is just about to start. Tigers ranked 8th, come in at a 10-9 record against a 6-14 Waukee Warriors. So the tip-off is here, and the Warriors have won it. Quick start tonight, but it's Natalie Stitzman, the starting point guard. She kicks it out to Reese. Reese, a quick three out to the left side, and it's an early start for the Waukee Warriors. So we came in quick, and then there's another steal. And the Warriors obtain possession, driving in the Warriors, and bucket no good. She gets her own rebound, though, and it's good.
Yeah, with senior night being tonight, there just was nobody out and able to pick up the inbound.
Yeah, the starters all out. Kaylin Whelan, Brooklyn Brown. Carey Rose left side three. It's good.
That's a welcome sight for the Tigers. She's really struggled in the last couple games.
We can already see the Tigers getting checked in. The Warriors coming in fast. No good from Natalie Stitzman. And now the Tigers bringing up pace. Avery Moon passes out to Brooklyn Brown, the senior, for three. No good. Rebounded from the Warriors. 1 minute down here in this fast first quarter. The Warriors driving down in. It was tipped off of Wheeland. But looks like now Kaylin Wheeland and Brooklyn Brown and George will be subbed out. But the seniors get a nice start.
Yeah, and on a night like tonight, that's always tough, trying to get through that first minute and trying to control your emotions.
Warriors for three. It's good. Salzo. They're hot tonight. Tigers right side. There's Moon. Moon, the senior, stolen away. Utah's got possession, though. And back to White. Out to Carey Rose. She wanted the three. She's driving towards the middle of the court. Now it's Moon. Moon driving. Out to White. White for three. Good.
And
Tigers cut the lead to two.
That's just huge. They have to be able to start hitting some threes to be able to compete at the high level.
Warriors driving down fast. Stitzman just threw it up. She is shocked she didn't get the foul.
Yeah, just came in out of control and was trying to hope for a foul, but just really not a good decision.
She's still shocked about it. She had her hands up.
Yeah, really not much contact on that one.
So now bring it up for the Tigers. And to Moon. Moon driving in. Back out, and it's going to be a turnover. Had Olivia Adams there, just couldn't control possession. It's been such fast-paced basketball so far.
For sure.
It's been a hot start.
Both teams have really been able to get into the paint and really been able to spread it out from there.
And there's some stoppage here. Natalie Stitzman was taking up the court. Looks like there was a foul called on, not exactly sure what that was.
Not sure what just
Saw
happened.
number 6, but maybe that was a miscue. There is no number 6 out in the court right now. And driving in for the Warriors, no good, but she will go to the line. Foul is called. That was Peters for the Warriors. She's getting 2 shots.
Yeah, and just with how aggressive this game has been, just being able to get to the line for the Warriors, that just can amplify how well their offense can play.
Peters' first shot is good. So the Warriors leading 9-6. 5:57 left in the first quarter. We've had a really nice start tonight. And the second one is money. Warriors lead 4. And already some full court pressure. Needs to get it off. That's Adams. Adams pressured heavily by Stitzman. And she will bring up the court to her teammate, Utah. Utah driving in. Out to Rose. Rose 3. No good. Seems like that cold spell might keep continuing. And now the Warriors has it Stitzman. Now to Peters. Outside. Covered heavily by Moon to Salzo. She looks for a shot to Peters. Peter driving in. The nice jumper, and it's good. The Warriors up 6, 12-6 now. A quick fast break, and it's good. The dime from Olivia Adams to Utah, and the Tigers cut it to 4.
Yeah, that time they were just able to get out in front of the pressure.
Really fast-paced basketball, and it almost caught up to the Warriors. There's a miscue there from Stitzman in the pass. And top of the key is Reese And Baker for three, no good. Tigers take over possession. The fast break once again. Utah driving in. Olivia Adams wide open for three. No good. Rebounded from the Warriors. More fast break basketball. Reese wanted the three. Back to Peters. They're going to reset. So 4:40 left in the first quarter. The Warriors lead 12-8. Open shot. Salzo. No good. And we're not getting much breaks here. Continuing to press the court is Valley. Almost stolen away, though. Rose felt the pressure. Moon for three. She wants it. It's good. The Tigers cut it to one.
Yeah, and just there's been players that like Rose and Moon that have just been ice cold, but are hitting shots tonight.
Adams tried to take it away, and that's an obvious foul. But it's going to be on the Tigers.
Yeah, Adams did a really good job of staying in the play and not fouling, and couldn't quite strip it away in the backcourt. And then White just came in out of nowhere and wasn't quite as careful with her body and just ran right into the player.
Substitution, Tigers, Tenley, Utah. We couldn't really get through all of our lineups tonight. We had some issues with the studio connecting, but we are live now. And Peters inside drive, and it's good. So the Warriors lead 14-11. We are halfway through the first quarter. This is Tenley, Utah. She's driving in. Out to her sister, Bailey Utah. She's double teamed. And there's Tylee White. Oh, goes in hard when she gets the foul.
Well, these kinds of attacks are what you're seeing from Waukee at the start, and then now you're starting to see it from the Tigers. Both teams have really been able to elevate their offenses in the early going by getting inside and then being able to kick out or get a foul.
The first shot is good. Cuts the lead to 2 at 14-12. It's been, a really good game so far from the Warriors, a team that lost by about, I think it was 18 points back in December when they played, I believe, or it might have been January. And the second shot is good. So the Tigers down by 1. The Warriors playing really good basketball. The Tigers have to contain this. Stitzman feeling the pressure. She passes inside. And this is Scott. And back out to Stitzman. Inside. Salzo. No good. And now Jenna Fuller, she's in the game. Jenna Fuller feeling pressure to Tenley Utah. Now Bailey Utah, right side. Top of the key to Fuller. Here's White, the mid-range shot, and catches some air there. And the few Waukee students will call the air ball chant.
Yeah, that wasn't a great shot, but I really don't mind it because that's kind of how the Tigers have been playing. In this early going, they've really been attacking, and so I don't mind the aggressiveness there. Yeah,
really aggressive game on both sides. The pressure's on competitive basketball here, so Stitzman will take it. She drives it in, hard lane, gets the foul. It's been kind of a aggressive game as we've mentioned, but a lot of these girls have been driving in hard and been able to pick up the foul just like that, and she'll get 2 shots. First one is no good.
Yeah, and you mentioned that driving, especially Stitzman. She's been really the focal point of all that driving. She was a little out of control a couple times, but was also able to pick up some fouls.
And she makes a second, so they will extend the lead to 2. 15-13 Warriors. 3 minutes left, and not a great pass there from Tenley Utah as she was looking for Jenna Fuller. Just had a little bit of power.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those where the Warriors have done a really nice job jumping into the passing lanes and really bothering the passes from the Tigers and making the Tigers overthrow the ball into the stands.
So Stitzman now guarded heavily by Tenley Utah. She'll try to drive in, can't find anything. Passes out, and we kind of, another miscue turnover was Van Kuren.
Yeah,
just passed behind her.
That's the second time that's happened tonight out on the three-point line, and it's just kind of thrown to nobody. The first time it was saved, but that time it wasn't.
Now Tenley Utah at the point. She's driving in inside to Tylee White. To Moon. Moon inside. Good play. Great pass there from Tylee White.
Yeah, fit into a really tight window and a great move to get into the lane.
So we are all tied up now. The Warriors wide open. Van Kuren for 3. No good. Rebounded though from the Warriors. Stolen away from Jenna Fuller. But she's feeling the pressure. Jenna Fuller able to get it up to midcourt, but she loses it again. And the Warriors take it, but now Valley has possession. A ton of loose balls
We're
there.
all over the place right now.
So now back out to Fuller. Fuller left side three, no good. But rebounded from Valley's Tenley Utah. And Moon left side. Back to Tally White. Tally White wants for three. No good, rebounded by Salzo. And she'll take it to Stitzman. Stitzman, top of the key, passes out. Van Kuren, Salzo. Feeling the pressure from Valley. Great defense. It's Wierston stolen away. Jenna Fuller one-on-one, and she's fouled by Stitzman. And she does not like that.
Yeah, and that's really been on both sides how the offenses have really gotten going. They've been able to get out in space, and Stitzman, she didn't like the call. She had her hands out, but you know it was the right call, and that's how both teams are going to be able to win this game. Whoever wins the transition battle is going to have a great chance.
Yeah, both teams really ready to play tonight. The pressure's been there. Jenna Fuller for three, just rims out, and the Warriors able to get that rebound. It was a toss-up between Moon and Salzo, but it's Warrior basketball. This is Wierston. She's looking somewhere. Tenley Utah right on her. Able to get it off to Van Kuren. Rose right there. She passes it into Salzo, and it just goes over the head for a turnover.
Yeah, after that offensive explosion at the start of the game, we've started to see a little bit of sloppiness around on both sides.
So it's going to be the Tigers now. Moon, mid-range. Fuller, she's wide open left side. No good. Rebounded from Waukee. Waukee fast break. Wide open dime, but no good from Scott. And the Tigers have a fast break chance. Down to Fuller. Just, again, Tenley Utah throws a dime of a ball, but just a little too much force on it.
Yeah, and that was just another one of those throws that was just a little high. It was a little rushed. And Jenna Fuller not being super tall, that one was just a really hard play to make, and just pushed her out of bounds just a little bit.
So it is all tied up 15-15. Not a whole lot of scores in the last couple minutes, but we're inside a minute and more pressure going on. Sal's able to retain it. Looking inside, Van Kuren one-on-one with Moon. She puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Tenley Utah. 10 seconds remaining. This is going to be the last shot of the quarter, assumingly. Drives in, passes out to Fuller. There's 3 seconds. Moon is going to have to shoot it here. No good, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. 15-15. It's been a crazy first quarter. I can't even imagine.
Man, I felt like that first quarter just went by in a snap of a finger, and that's really how the Tigers are going to have to be able to get out of this slump, because it's pretty clear that they really haven't been playing too well. They haven't been, hitting the threes that they were at the start of the year, because the threes are really how they started off the season so well, and then when they've been losing their games, they've kind of gone into a slump. And in this game, they've been really attacking. I really haven't seen any, hesitancy to pull up. There's been a couple of shots that haven't looked like the best shots, but they're going up really confident. And to get out of this slump, you're going to have to play a lot more confident, because when they've gotten, there's been a couple games where they haven't even hit 40, and that's just not something that you see from this team very often. So, they've just had a lot more confidence, a lot more moxie coming out in this game, and to win this game, they're going to have to continue that.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride, but no timeouts called this first quarter, and that's surprisingly on both sides. So it's gone by like a flash, and both teams have to wake up. Valley has to wake up and play their best basketball, which we've seen good glimpses today. So pressure right away from the Warriors, and it's going to be stolen away, but she was out of bounds, was Wierston. So it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Valley basketball. A lot of loose possession play. The Tigers get another shot here, starting up the second quarter. it is Utah now, guarded closely, and it's going to be a foul. You can kind of tell they're now starting to call a little bit of these close contact. They've been letting them getting away with it.
Yeah, as these offenses have started to stagnate a little bit, the defenses have really gotten a lot more physical, and the refs are starting to crack down on it.
So Tylee White over to Bailey Uthoff. Now Carrie Rose left side. She looks for Adams, and White for three, no good. Miss on the right side, and Peters bringing it up for the Warriors. 7:20 to go in the second quarter. We are tied up 15-15. Peters can't find anything. She finds her teammate Reese. No good. Rebounded Adams. And more fast basketball coming now. Back out to Adams, right side, trying to look for something. Resets, finds Moon, left side of the court. Moon driving in, finds Adams. Adams for three. And no good. Just a little bit of a short shot there.
Yeah, both teams have really started to regress back to the mean, and whichever team can go back on a run, because both teams, we've been able to see it. They've been able to go on runs. Whichever team is going to be able to do it first, they're going to have a great chance to win.
So pressure from Valley and a turnover. Gets it, but a foul is called. Kind of from the back was Reese on Utah. A lot of fouls called early here in this second quarter.
Yeah, neither team really ever gives up on the play. After that turnover, it would have been easy just to give up and go back on half-court defense, but nobody's letting up.
It really shows the aggressiveness kind of this late of the season and how every game matters. So Utah inside, wide open. Now back out to Peters, top of the key, they reset. Peters wants it, can't find the shot though. Salzo now, she's driving in on Tylee White, and a travel is called. So another turnover for the Warriors. They can't really seem to get anything rolling.
Yeah, just tried to get into the body of Tylee White and really didn't find that much contact there and just slid her feet.
So now Adams bringing it up. We've kind of seen her take over that point guard role over Jenna Fuller late season. So now Moon trying to find something. Moon driving in. Finds Adams to Tylee White. Back out to Moon. Inside to Uthoff. Uthoff wanted it but couldn't get it. Now right side is Tylee White. She finds Uthoff. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tylee White now back out to Uthoff. 5 seconds on the shot clock. White's gonna throw it up and no good. She had a little bit more time to take that shot, but she was definitely feeling the pressure and just a kind of a forced effort.
Yeah, and there's been a couple possessions in this game where the Tigers have just been forced into tough three-pointers.
So 5:15 left in the second quarter. It's been going by fast. Tigers up 18-15. Number 8 Valley with a huge test, driving inside. The Warriors no good by Reese. But the Tigers had a tip on it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Warriors.
Yeah, and you've really been able to see both teams, like you've mentioned many times, Johnny. It's just been real sloppy with the hands.
So now Peters crosses over Rose. Really great ball handling skills from her. And now it is Baker to Reese. Reese driving in on Uthoff. To Peters, forced on the line by Rose, and she puts it up, no good. The Warriors just can't get anything to go in this second quarter.
Yeah,
haven't
scored a point this quarter.
Moon driving in. Now Adams. Rose. She goes to the layup. Tough layup, no good. Rebounded. Pressure already applied there from Valley. The fast break is on though. 3-point shot, no good by Baker. Rebounded Valley, fast break to Rose. Uthoff wide open right side. No good though. And the Warriors, they have a 2-on-1. A great pump fake, but no good. And it's gonna go to Valley. Just so much going on.
Yeah, that was an incredible pass fake to get the defender out of the way, but
unfortunately kind of gets a roll.
Missed the open layup off that heel of the rim there, and that's just kind of really showed how this quarter has gone. Really, for both teams, it's been 3-0 Tigers in the first 4 minutes of the second quarter.
The cold spell is in the air, and a turnover applied. The Warriors with another fast break. It's Scott. Scott tried to put something up, but she's fouled. It's going to be on the floor, though.
Yeah, not really a good foul there. Had her stuck in a 1-on-3, just surrounded in the paint, and just Avery Moon just swatted down on her.
Yeah, this has been a really opposite of what the first quarter brought to us. So it's been so interesting. Stitzman in the game. She's driving on Tenley Utah, and a foul is called just on her a little bit too much. And Jenna Ford will check in for her just so she doesn't get into much more foul trouble. The Warriors will take the inbound here. We're inside 4 minutes in the second quarter. Valley leads 18-15, and ball's on the ground. This is Baker. She's nowhere to go. She passes to Peters, kind of by the logo area. Peters driving in, off the backboard, and it's good. And the Warriors get their first points of the second quarter as they're down 1. Bailey Utah to Carrie Rose. She screens for her. Wide open Moon. Pressure applied quickly, though. And Bailey and Tyler White looking for something. Now Moon inside. Blocked. A great block there from Baker. She comes flying in.
Yeah, and both teams have really just been smothered, and looks like we have a foul on that block. That looks like a very clean block, but might have gotten with the body. Definitely didn't get a hand or anything.
First shot is good. I must have missed the foul signal, but it looked pretty clean.
Yeah, for sure. But with how they've called it in the second quarter, that kind of makes sense.
Yes, it does. And the Tigers extend their lead 20-17. And kind of a fast-paced but low-scoring quarter. Stitzman now for the Warriors is to Van Berken. She finds Stitzman, double team. Able to get out of there, though. Stitzman, no good. And Moon has it. Still feeling the pressure. And now it's Bailey Utah to Tylee White. Tylee White driving in to Rose. Rose for 3. No good. And Stitzman rebounded as she's trying to apply fast break basketball, but the Tigers doing a great job of—
So much pressure. Oh, my goodness.
Pressure, yes. And Peters now, she's driving in. She wants a bucket. She gets it. Peters has been critical for the Warriors as they drop the lead to 1. 2:30 left in the second quarter. Moon now pressured heavily from Baker. Down to White. Inside now. And stolen away is Stitzman. And a fast break for the Warriors. It's no good from Baker. And a great save from Moon just to keep it in bounds. But Carrie Rose felt the pressure immediately as well. It still is. We're inside 2 minutes now. The Tigers are up 1. Moon working on Stitzman. And a foul is called.
Yeah, and when your offense is starting to really cool off like this and really starting to struggle, that's how you can really start to get your groove back and just get into the line and getting free points.
Yeah, when you get to the line, it kind of gives you a little bit of a break, take a breath as Moon makes that shot.
And especially for someone like Moon who can heat up so quickly, just seeing the ball go through the basket a couple times. You know, she already has 8. The Tigers are probably going to have to lean on her coming down the stretch in this game.
And she misses the second, so the Warriors will take possession here on the rebound. And Salzo's now in the game, and she passes to Van Berken. Van Berken puts it up, and it's good off the glass.
Yeah,
they're tied up.
A really strong take. Tylee White swatted down on that ball, but was still able to go.
Now Fuller, she's driving in, stolen away though. It's Baker, fast break 2-on-1. She's taking it herself, and I tried to steal it away from Adams.
And a foul called.
She does not like that one.
Yeah, it's in this second quarter. It's really started to be called really tight, like on the other end with the block that looked clean from our vantage point. And then that one, it looked like Olivia Adams just stole it right out of Baker's hands, but another foul called. That's just how it's been called in this quarter.
Yeah, and Baker, she'll make the free throws Fortunately enough for both sides, they've been pretty good tonight, free throw percentage-wise. So the Warriors will take the lead here, 22-21. And their second shot is good. So take a 2-point lead. We're inside 90 seconds left in this first half. It's Adams now. Moon sets up a screen. She kicks out to White, wide open. Tylee White. No good, though. Doesn't get that one to buy. Peters on the fast break. She finds Van Kuren. Van Kuren, Euro, and it's good. Van Kuren is heating up. Fast break for the Tigers. Rose to Olivia Adams now. It's Moon. Moon driving in. Great pass to Rose. Rose right side three. No good. She has not been the same three-point shooter we've seen she has. But they still have possession. Rose feeling the pressure from Salzo. We're at 40 seconds left in the first half. And shot clock, we're at 20 seconds, so they have plenty of time here. 32 seconds left in the quarter. Fuller driving in, can't find anything. Adams try to look for that shot. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and is that a
Yep, just an offensive foul. Yeah, looked like she extended her arm as she came into the paint, and Tylee White, with how confident she started out with, it feels like she's been a little more hesitant and not really, leading with the body, leading a lot more with the arm and that chicken wing.
Yeah, great defense there from the Warriors, and they'll kind of take this last shot up 25-21. So they're taking a nice lead here, and they'll try to get something to close it off. So 12 seconds now. Peters guarded heavily by Rose. She's looking for something. Triple team there. Baker trying to find something. 5 seconds left. Peters, Rose, Salzo has to shoot it here. She passes into Van Kuren. Van Kuren, no good. Had that layup off the glass and just didn't fall. But it's been a story of aggressive basketball. We've seen a lot of, shooting attempts, some scores, but the Warriors up 25-21 against the 8th-ranked Tigers. Quickly, Cole, how's it been?
Yeah, I mean, the word that would really describe this game is just streaky. In that first quarter, everything was going down. The offenses were looking like a well-oiled machine from both sides. And then in the first 5 minutes of that second quarter, it was 3-0 Tigers. And Waukee was able to get hot, and that's what got them this lead and let them go on a run. And it really started from let's see, who was it that
Peters.
Peters,
yeah. Peters and Stitzman kind of got.
Yeah, because she was just really going in strong. You saw it from Stitzman. She was going in fast, but she was a little out of control.
Yeah.
But
Peters has that.
But Peters was a lot more controlled and really strong with the basketball, and that's what got them on a run. She got 4 straight points, and the Tigers are gonna have to stop all those paint touches, because when the Warriors have gotten into the paint, they've been really successful.
Yeah, and it's kind of the story of, a team that Valley beat pretty soundly in Waukee. Just can't really get it together in these past few weeks. So we'll see what they do in the second half. But really a great half of basketball here. But we'll be back shortly. The Waukee Warriors up 25-21 against the Valley Tigers. Stay tuned on 88.7 KWDM The Point. Welcome back to 88.7 KWDM The Point on our Friday night clash between the number 8 Valley Tigers and the Waukee Warriors. Just finished up a really good half of basketball. If you missed us, the Warriors lead 25-21, a first half of, we had some staleness of play, but we also had some fast pace, a lot of scoring basketball. So it's been a little bit of both worlds tonight, but it continues to be some great basketball towards the end of the year. This is when it matters most, and the Warriors are really stepping up to that occasion. They're only 6-14 on the year. The Tigers a lot better at 10-9, but the Tigers, it's the story of not finishing out drives and possessions, and they need to quickly fix that. Cole, what do you have to kind of say about Valley and how they can?
Well, they just have to get back to what they were doing in the first quarter. That's obviously easy to say with how smooth that offense was, but they can really mix together what they did in the first and second quarter with how tough they played on the defensive end in that second quarter. I mean, that's what's kept them in this game. Without that defensive effort, especially in those first 4 minutes of that second quarter, they would not be in this game right now. And that's just kind of how you have to be when you're down like this. Just stick around, but now you really have to jump on this team, because this is a team that I do believe the Tigers are better than, and if they can get the offense moving, they have a really great chance. And Waukee's been a team, they've been playing a lot better. You said they're 6-14, but they've won 3 out of their last 4. So that's not this isn't a good time to see a team like this. When they're playing as well as they are. And the Tigers really weathered the storm. They were able to, keep up when the Warriors were, on fire, and they didn't get behind by too much when the offense completely died. So it's, they really didn't play their best half of basketball, and if they can elevate their play, they should be able to come back in this game.
So the Warriors will take possession for the second half. It's Sitzman, passes it out to Reese. And back to Peters. Peters crosses over Rose for 3. It's good. Beautiful play there by Peters. And the Warriors take a 7-point lead.
Yeah, she's really been a spark in this game.
So now Adams, guarded by Stitzman, to Moon, top of the key. To Moon. Moon for 3, right side. Just missed it and rebounded. Sallow. And now Stitzman to Peters, right side. Peters wanted that shot, but she goes in on Rose. Tried to steal it was Adams. But now Stitzman, she has a wide open 3 right side. No good. Rebounded from the Warriors. Somehow, some way, but it is Warriors basketball. And now Salzo, she's working on Moon. Inside. Tried to put that one up, but couldn't. Now Stitzman, she's driving in on Adams. To Peters. Inside 7 minutes in the third quarter. And it is a offensive foul on Peters. So now the Valley Tigers will get a nice break in possession.
Yeah. Peters is really taking his game into her own hands. You saw it in the second quarter. Kind of woke up the Warrior offense, and then at the start of this half, she's really been doing a lot, and maybe did a little too much.
So now the Tigers have possession, and Tylee White now working on Baker. She driving in. Great shot off the glass, but no good. And the Warriors will take possession, but Peters tried to snatch the ball, and it just slipped out of her hands. So the Tigers catch another nice break.
Yeah, and that's a lot of what happened in that second quarter. It was just a lot of sloppy play, a lot of unforced turnovers, and just some bad passes. The ball just slips out of her hand right there. So whoever can shore that up has a great chance to either pull away or come back.
So Adams now trying to get something off that turnover. It's Moon. And White back out to Moon, inside to Adams. Good ball movement from the Tigers. Now it's Tylee White. She's driving in, out to Uthoff, to Adams. 13 on the shot clock. Adams trying to find something. She's driving in, tough lay. It's good. A great win there from the Tigers. It was not looking great for them. It's good defense from the Warriors, but Adams able to get something. So now Stitzman bring it up. She's double teamed. She's trapped now. But able to get the timeout called from the Warriors. There's a good timeout there just to kind of rethink things and not get a forced turnover.
Yeah, that's a really smart timeout. I agree. I mean, other than the 3 at the very start of this quarter with about, I mean, it was about like 10 seconds in. After that, the Waukee offense has really just gone very quiet, and again, the Tiger defense has really bothered this offense because Waukee has really started to play a lot of iso ball. They haven't been moving it around as much as they did in that early when they were playing really well. So if they can start moving it around again, the Tigers won't be able to get those traps and force turnovers.
The Warriors have possession here, 5-point lead in the third quarter, inside 6 minutes. Stitzman left side, the senior. DeSalo, the other senior, she passes out. It's stolen away. Tylee White on the fast break. She throws it up. That was not a smart play there, and now the Warriors are coming the other way. It's a fast break. Peters, inside, floater, good. Hung on the rim there for a little bit, and she gets it to go. And coming the other way is the Tigers. They're down 7. Trying to find something is White. No good, just a forced play. And not what you want. So now Stitzman on the right end. 5:10 to go in the third quarter. She falls to the ground. I don't know if she got tripped or whatnot, but the Warriors reset. Then Kieran, excuse me, that's Baker, and she gets hit hard. And it's going to cause a turnover and a stolen away. But now it's stolen away from the Warriors. Salzo, she gets it. And it's all going Waukee's way. They're up 9 here. Now, other side is White. Left side 3 is good. But the Tigers will take a timeout, and it's definitely needed.
Yeah, Tylee White desperately needed that. There's been a couple of plays where she's really forced it up. There was, on the fast break, just kind of slipped out of her hands, and she kind of threw it up in desperation and, forcing up some really tough shots. But that one was in rhythm, and she was able to get going. And, able to force a turnover, but then giving the ball back up. You really can't have that when you're trying to just hang around. I mean, the ball, when the turnover was forced, she's kind of had the ball, and then she got poked, I think, in the eye, and then just kind of dropped it. So the Tigers had it, but then made a pass without really looking where it was going, and turned it right back over. And when you're trying to string together stops and get some buckets and come back in the game, you can't give them free possessions where they really don't have to try that hard. You just had a wide open layup. So the Tigers really have to get really tighten up with the ball because it's really been sloppy, and that's why the offense is really stagnated.
And one thing for Valley is just they know they're talented enough to hang with a lot of great teams, but it seems like when they play less talented teams, maybe not as many wins on the scoreboard, they kind of fall into that trap, and they're really easy to get picked apart. But it's a great trap there for the Tigers, as they're going to get an easy bucket there. Avery Moon gets it, and the lead cuts down to 4, continuing to do nice pressure. This is Van Kuren. The wide open Salzo in center of the court, but she does not look that way. Goes out to Peters, 4:15 left, crosses over Fuller. Peters trying to get that one. She puts it up, and she's able to draw the contact for the foul.
Yeah, and she's just been so physical, and on a small Fuller, that's just a really hard play for her to make, and that's going to be a play that Peters might be able to exploit in this game if Fuller is on her more.
The first shot is no good. It's not necessarily deja vu, but this was kind of the same rhythm 2 weeks ago against Centennial. They kind of had that little broken lead, 4 or 6 points, and Valley could never really obtain it.
Yep.
And we're kind of going that way here. So the Warriors able to get that free throw, and they're up 33-28. 4:08 left as a forced ball there, and it's going to be an over and back there.
I mean,
Adam said it was tipped.
Yeah, and that possession was just completely out of control. The pass coming into the paint for Moon just overled her a little bit, led her to the baseline, and she had to try to save it, and it just went into the backcourt. So just another not great possession, just really out of control of late.
Yeah, Tigers need to have better control there. It's a kind of a wonky shot there from Salzo. No good. Tigers coming down quickly. Moon, she's going right in on Sitzman. Puts it up and gets the go. The
Yeah,
veteran Moon.
That's exactly what you need from your older players, just to really step up.
And the Warriors coming right back. Van Kuren did not get that one to go. And the foul called.
Yeah, might have had her
possession,
shot.
but Moon is hurting for sure.
Yep. That's just how physical this game has been, and she's really leaving it all out there on senior night.
Yeah, it's been a very tightly contested game all the way through, but Moon gets it now in a fast break. Utah puts it up, able to get the foul, gets the contact, but Utah limping. Both kind of losses there for Valley. It's been so physical on both ends. We're starting to feel that pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, two straight happenings of just really just being a little hobbled.
Yeah. And that's kind of what it gets to this time of year. It doesn't matter if it's, college or high school basketball. The madness is always there in this type of season because you're really trying to put everything on the line when it's your last conference game of the year. So the Warriors will take possession. Those free throws are good. And the lead's cut down to 1. Wide open on the left side. And it's no good. That one was Reese. But the Tigers coming the other way. It's Rose. Rose driving in. Gets the foul. Reese sitting out like that one. She thought she had her hand straight up, but Rose gets to the line for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and the Tigers have really done a great job of getting into the paint and then getting great position because, there's just been a couple shots that may have looked forced, but they've been in great position, so they've been able to pick up the foul. If you're not in great position, you're not going to get the foul, but the Tigers have really done a great job of getting in that position and now being able to tie up the game with that free throw.
So she makes that first free throw, and we're all drawn up here at 33 apiece. 3:15 to go. Valley, that was a really nice timeout. Kind of reshaped them into focus. Now they're going to take the lead here, 34-33. Approaching 3 minutes in this third quarter. It's been a great one. Feeling the pressure, double teamed Fuller and Adams. And a foul there. It's just a costly foul. And now Tenley Utah is going to check in for Adams. So Warriors have possession here. Looking for something. Tigers definitely been hotter as of recent. Van Kuren now. Top of the key. Utah is on her. She's looking for Salzo. Salzo working on Moon. She's finding that. The hook shot, no good. Rebounded Moon, the senior. And a dumb foul there from Peters. Just kind of wrapped all over Moon.
Yeah, and Salzo, it's happened a couple times now in this game. She's gotten a great look. That time was able to kind of wrap around and get a reverse layup, but wasn't able to finish. So, she really has to shore that up.
Tenley Utah, she's in the game, and she's driving in hard, but no good, just off the rim. Salzo with the rebound.
A little too far under the basket there.
So Stitzman will take it up for the Warriors. They're down 1, 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Salzo brings it up, no good, but she gets the foul. And we've seen this a lot in this third quarter of the teams taking the aggressiveness and going for that lane and getting that foul called.
Yeah, and there were a couple times in that second quarter where they tried to do that, but they weren't seeking out that contact and just kind of threw up a wild shot. But this quarter, both teams have really taken that initiative.
The first shot is good. We are tied up 34 apiece, 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Teams are just fighting for every little point, but it's staying close. We've seen the Warriors up 9, but the Tigers were able to draw that back. But the Warriors had the lead now. They're up 1, and Utah trying to respond for the Tigers. Moon driving in, has Rose to Fuller. Jenna Fuller, known as a 6-man, now to Rose. Right side, Rose for 3, it's good. Carrie Rose with a big response for the Tigers. It is the Warriors. This is Peters now. She's driving down Rose. Double team there. And a travel is called. And we're going to get some players checked in for the Tigers. Adams right back in the game, and as well as Tylee White.
Yeah, it feels like Peters in these last couple possessions just started to do a little bit too much, and she's one of the better players on this team, but you still have to share the ball.
Tenley, Utah for the Tigers. Tylee White now, Fuller, left side. Minute 40 left. Tigers up 2. Third quarter of play. White liked that shot for 3. Just rims out. It was a good take. The Warriors will take it now. It will be Peters. Finds Wirston. And Van Kuren driving in. Trying to find the pass. He had the ball up. And a mistake there, but it will stay with the Warriors.
Yeah, she just had the ball right over her head and just got a little loose with the basketball. Tylee White just went up there and poked it away. Luckily for the Warriors, Tylee White wasn't able to get to the ball.
So they'll try to cash something in off that mistake, but it's going to go to the Tigers. A turnover and a fast break there is Tylee White. It's good under the bucket, and the Tigers take a 4-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. Tip ball there, Salzo now. Wirston, she's 0 for 3, wide open right side. Just rims out. Unlucky for the Warriors. The Tigers will take that. We're under a minute in the third quarter. Tigers looking like the best they played all night long. Moon to Fuller. Fuller, she's driving in. Fuller driving in hard. It's good. The Tigers extend their lead to 6, 41-35 here at Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse. Stitzman to Scott, and Van Kuren inside. Van Kuren with a big answer. Cuts the lead to 4. 20 seconds left. This doesn't have to be the last session, but just blocked. Blocked away.
Jenna Fuller was really aggressive on that drive, but yeah, you can hold for the last shot if you want to, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Yeah, it seemed like that would have been the better answer, but now they're doing that for sure. Moon will drive in early, though, and it will not be the last shot. 4 seconds. Stitzman trying to get something, and she's fouled. Blocking foul, and just some silly mistakes for Valley. You could have really held that ball. You have a 4-point lead. There's no reason to rush.
Yeah, I mean, she put up the shot with about 6 seconds to go, so it wasn't too bad of a shot. But
even Fuller's possession, you didn't really need to do that.
Yeah. It wasn't really a great drive from Avery Moon. She went into 3 players. She could have kicked it out, but luckily for the Tigers, they still had 1 foul to give.
2.7 seconds to the Warriors. Van Kuren, she has to put it up now. Mid-range floater, it is good on the buzzer. And a timely bucket there.
Yeah,
the Warriors down 2 now.
That was just a little runner off of 1 foot, just a step inside the 3-point line, and man, that's a really tough shot. But for Waukee, who really has started to struggle on the offensive end, they were able to get 4 points to the last 4 points in the quarter. That is huge from a momentum sake, because both teams we've seen in this game, it's been a lot of runs. It hasn't really been a lot of sustained scoring and defense. So whoever can finish with a run will probably win this game, and getting a shot like that and being able to score the last 4 points, that's a great start to a run.
Yeah, just kind of I know it was a good shot there from Moon, but I mean, it was the right call to go in for that layup. Mm-hmm. But just left clock remaining, and the Warriors able to take it. And Van Kuren just drives it in. 1-footer, like you mentioned, kind of a floater, and just bounces around the rim, and it falls. So a big bucket there for the Warriors, as it's only a 2-point deficit for them. 41-39. It's going to be a great finish. We've had some fantastic basketball tonight, and we're treated to a great game on this last conference weekend. The Tigers have possession. It's going to be Fuller to Adams. Adams now to Utah. Utah driving in. Blocked. Blocked away, and the Warriors have it now. Peters. Peters looking around. She finds an inside lane, and a foul is called. There's Worston there. is going to go to the line for some key buckets.
Yeah, and just went into the body of Tylee White, and she wasn't able to keep her verticality there.
So 2 shots here. Off the bank, no good though. Try to call the bank, I should say, but.
Yeah, must have forgotten to call bank, because
Yeah.
otherwise that one would have gone in. It was halfway down.
Her second one is good, no bank there. Straight swish. So they cut the lead to 1. It's Adams, junior, heavily pressured from Peters. She's feeling it. Fuller now on the right side. Pressure continues from the Warriors, and it's there. Tipped away with Salzo, but it's going to stay with the Tigers.
Yeah, and just another play where the Warriors have disrupted this game, and it feels like in this game, whoever's been just faster and more aggressive has been able to score and get stops.
Yeah, Adams now still feeling it from Peters. Tigers going to reset to Fuller. Rose now wanted the shot. She finds Uthoff. Uthoff looking around. Rose wants it. Not a bad shot there. Shot clock was winding down. No good, though. And other way, stolen away from Valley. And the Warriors kind of hurt them themselves, and it's good. It was Scott there. She tried to save the ball, and the Tigers.
Just kind of did what the Tigers did a couple times in that first half. Just kind of threw it too far, had to save it in, and gave the Tigers a transition opportunity.
A lot of fast-paced basketball. Then Kieran for 3. It's good. She's been clutch tonight for the Warriors. Another great shot. It's Tylee White. We are drawn up at 43. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. A great conference game. Fuller now looking for something. She's White. Tylee White to Fuller. Inside Rose. Rose working on Saldo. She wants it, but Uthoff's wide open in the right wing. And no good. That was a great shot. Just rims out. Quick play from the Warriors. Van Kieran using her height and gets the bucket to fall. Van Kieran, she comes in at 6'2", so she's really has a big advantage there, and she used it.
Yeah, Van Kieran's starting to take over.
So the Warriors will take the lead. We're under 6 minutes to go, and it's been fast-paced basketball like the first quarter. Tylee White now kind of resets play. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Rose now. Carrie Rose, the senior, heavily pressured. Finds Utah, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Rose. Rose for 3. Good shot. And it's beautiful there. Tigers take a 1-point lead, 46-45. It's getting rowdy here at Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse. Double team there. Stolen away from Rose. 2 big plays. And a timeout is called for Matt Uthoff. He kind of wants to talk it over as things are getting a little bit heavy and the tension's there.
Yeah, and down the stretch, we've seen a couple times in this game where both teams have just really just lost their minds and just really gotten real sloppy with the basketball, and the Tigers almost turned it over there. Carrie Rose got the ball on the sideline right at midcourt and was falling out of bounds, and that's why Coach Uthoff decided to take that timeout. But whoever can really settle themselves down and really settle those nerves, I think will win this game, because what's really hurt both of these teams has been the turnover. So whoever can control that will have a great chance.
Yeah, the turnover battle has been huge. Mm-hmm. Peters, a key player, has kind of forced a lot within that third and start of the fourth quarter. But it's going to be the Tigers now with possession. They have a 1-point lead. Fuller now. We have 5 minutes to play. Rose has stepped up huge this fourth quarter. And White wants a 3, left side, no good. Rebounded Peters. Try to apply some pressure, but Peters, fast break. Van Kieran looking for something. She wanted the ISO. But Stitzman now driving in. We haven't seen a whole lot of Stitzman this second half, and makes an error there on the pass. And turnover.
Yeah, Stitzman has really struggled in this game. In the first half, it was putting up some wild shots, and in this half, she's been turning the ball over. But she's such a good defender, you can't really take her off the floor.
Tylee White now to Fuller. Fuller to Adams. Adams inside. She is covered all around. Rose now gets the pass out, but Adams for three left side. It's good. Olivia Adams having a night for the Tigers as they're up 4.
Yeah, and in past games, there's just really haven't been many players that have gotten hot. In this game, there have been multiple, so that's really helped out the Tigers on the offensive end.
Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Tigers.
Oh, yeah.
4:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Van Kuren trying to get something bubbling for the Warriors. It's getting loud. Peters resets the offense. Screen coming in right from Van Kuren. She works inside, and a foul there, pretty obvious on White.
Yeah, Van Kuren was just going up for that ball, and Tylee White, again, just ran right into her. She's done that a couple times where she just really hasn't been able to stop, but Van Kuren probably would have had an unimpeded path to the basket, so it wasn't the worst foul in the world.
Van Kuren kind of reminds you of those Dowling twins, just on her height and how she plays. So she will take it now, under 4 minutes to go. They're down 4, 49-45. Van Kuren working on Utah, no good. Just threw it up there. She thought she was going to get the contact, but she won't. And the Tigers now, it's in their hands, but is it? As Rose had it stolen away, and a timeout from Utah. Able to get it in a good manner because it almost was a turnover.
Yeah, just been a lot of situations where there's been bodies flying, and that's the second time this quarter where there's just been a really good timeout to preserve a possession. And that time there might have been a tie-up, but it also could have been, knocked out of bounds or something like that. And you down the stretch with how all over the place this game has been, there could be a ball that's on the floor that you want to keep that possession arrow, and they just did that. They have the possession arrow right now, and with how just aggressive both teams have been, you really need that down the stretch.
Yeah, you got to play this kind of strategically because there's plenty of time left, 3:26. You want to maintain that lead but not do anything stupid offensively. Yeah. So I think that's a great timeout, and they still have a couple to burn. So Moon now will take possession. Just about 3:20 to go within this game. Tigers are up 4. Trying to keep their top 10 name alive. Fuller inside in one. Jenna Fuller threw that one up, drew the contact. A great play there, only coming in at 5'5".
Yeah,
she's just tough.
Just able to split through the bigs, just a really strong take, and was able to go up. There's been a couple times where she's gone up through contact and spent a little wild. That time it was just very focused and controlled.
Big free throw here as the Tigers are up 6. Make it 7. And possession now for the Warriors. 52-45, Valley leads. Approaching 3 minutes left in the ball game. Saldo trying to get something. She's working on Moon. She throws it up, gets the foul, and big time free throws here. This is where they count the most.
Yeah, and in this game, both teams have really been shooting their free throws well. In past games, there's been times where for the Tigers, they've kind of been saved by the opposing team missing free throws.
And the first shot is good. Straight switch there for the Warriors. Cuts the lead to 6. Second one is perfect as well. And the Tigers are up 5. Warriors trying to hang on now. 3 minutes exactly to play in this game. Adams wants a 3, wide open, just rims out. Costly miss there. The Warriors will take possession. We're inside 3 minutes, 2:45 to go. Foul is called, I believe, on Olivia Adams.
Yeah, and it really seems like these Tiger players are starting to get a little frustrated with these calls here because it's just been so tight, and you can't let the officiating dictate how well you play.
Just got to keep moving on, and calls will be called that you're not liking. It's just a physical game tonight. So Peters working on Rose heavily. She wants to drive in. She is driving in, working her, and
they'll count the basket.
Count the basket. I was unsure if that was on the floor or not. But
it was real close. It was very similar to Jenna Fuller's layup just a couple possessions ago, with just how she felt the contact and then just put up a really nice shot that really was very controlled.
Peters, a sophomore. The free throw will be good. A bright future ahead of her within basketball play for the Warriors, as she has a lot of talent already. So Moon driving and just hits off her foot. And like you were saying, Cole, it comes down to turnovers, and that's a turnover you wish you want to have back. Because that's a mistake that it's
an unforced turnover, and you really can't have those.
Warriors now just down 2:20 to go. Inside blocked, but the foul is called.
Well, they called it. Looks like they called it on Bailey Utoff. That definitely, there definitely was not anything on Bailey Utoff. I think it should have been called on Carrie Rose. It looked like she pushed her in the back, but if they're calling that on Bailey Utoff, that's not the right call.
Yeah, it appears they did, as free throw is good there for Western. But yeah, it looked like that block was pretty clean.
Yep.
So a big free throw here. This will tie it up. It's money. 52-52. Get your popcorn out, folks. We got a good one. 2:15 to go in this game. The Tigers have possession. Olivia Adams out to Utah. She's driving in. Back out to Adams. 2:03 to go. Utah looking for something. To Rose. The Tigers can't really find anything. We're at 10 seconds on the shot clock. Adams needs to do something. She's driving in. Moon. She's got to go now. Drives in. No good. And just another one that was so close for the Tigers, as the Warriors now, the game is in their hands. And we'll see what they do on this possession. There's a minute 30 left in this game, and it's all tied up. And Kieran now to Western. They have time here, but she's going to go ahead and shoot it. And not the shot you're looking for there, but a fast break there for the Tigers. And blocked! But the foul is called, though. Rose kind of had that one-on-one chance, but Peters does get her.
Yeah, and it's just another one of those that from where we're sitting, we're a little bit away, and didn't look like there was a lot there. But again, that's just how this game has been called. If you nick somebody with the body, you're going to get a foul called.
Huge free throws here, but Rose gets the first one, and the lead is now 53-52. Second one is perfect. 54-52. A minute 15 to go in this game. And a timeout is called from the Warriors, a smart one. And they're going to talk this one over because you're down 2 points, but there's still plenty of time left to feel comfortable and trust your offense. And you don't really need a three. You can go for a quick two.
Yeah,
we'll see what they do.
Definitely don't need a three. Only down by 2 with a lot of time left in this game. And, you know, with it being the final conference game for these, final home conference game that is for these seniors, this is really how, you know, this is really what these kind of dreams are kind of made of. And it's really, how do you respond? You know, you don't have many more of these opportunities left in high school. You know, you obviously still have sub-state and state if you make it there coming up in the postseason, but in this regular season with this winding down, you won't have very many of these opportunities left, and this is really where you can make your mark on Valley Tiger history. And for these seniors, you know, it's really a question of how do they respond? Can they step up in this occasion? Yeah,
definitely no doubt here, and the Warriors are trying to spoil the Tigers' night. We kind of saw that with Centennial a couple weeks ago, which was kind of an emotional game with the Tigers. The Warriors trying to do that tonight, but the Valley Tigers have a great chance here with the lead. Driving in now on Moon. Puts it up. It's good. Salzo. And we are all tied up. 54 apiece. And we're under a minute, so this is really crunch time now. Adams now guarded heavily by Peters. To Moon and stolen away from Saldo. She gets on the ball quickly. Is that a travel? But a timeout.
Timeout before the she went down to the ground. It would have been
travel for sure.
very, very clearly a travel, but just a great job by both these coaches in these situations. You know, for the Tigers it happened twice where it would have been nearly a turnover, and it happened for Waukee there. Just some great timeouts. The coaching in this game and just the situational decision making has been really top tier from both of these coaches. And you know, understanding the importance of this game for both teams, trying to finish out the year strong. Both teams really know what's going on and how important this is. And with 5 seconds between shot clock and game clock, with about 39 seconds left,
Warriors can milk it all they want. And you can see Matt Utah is stressing on the sidelines. On the bench. But this is an interesting situation.
You still know you'll at least have a chance for a decent shot.
Yeah, so we'll see what the Warriors do. They got to be smart as they have a wide open shot. Salzo, left side three. It is good. And the Warriors are up now, and that clock's rolling. 25 seconds now. It is all out here. Fans on their feet. Here we go. 17 seconds to go. Adams. Tigers are down 3.
I'm not calling a timeout. Here we go.
This is it. Wide open, right side. White, it's good.
Wow.
White with a huge answer. Just trusting his team. Matt Utah. It was a shock they didn't call that timeout, but Utah able to slip on the right side and just pops open, and she hasn't made a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, and it did seem like the offense in this possession for the Tigers really wasn't going anywhere until about 10 seconds left in this game. There really wasn't anything moving for the Tigers. They weren't able to get into the paint, but then Tylee White was able to just slip out for a wide open three, and there's been situations where she's just kind of gone cold, but in that time she was right on the money, in rhythm. For such a good shooter like she is, she's not going to miss that very often. So now Waukee does still have 5.3 seconds to go. So if you draw up a really good play, you still have a really good chance to get off a clean shot.
Yeah, you could just feel off that shot from Salzo. It's like, oh no, this might be it for the Tigers and how they were playing coming down the end of the court. But
absolutely clutch.
Just slips in there, and a great shot. But here we go. We have 5.3 seconds. The Tigers playing closely. Van Kieran, she's open. Clock winding down 3 seconds. She's driving in. Wide open, Stitzman. Is this it? No, Stitzman wide open on the right side. We haven't really seen her a lot this whole game. Had a chance to close it out, and she doesn't.
It's a wide open shot. There was nobody near her, but it's really a shot that the Tigers really didn't mind her taking. She's 1 for 14 coming into this game. That's 7%. So, you know, she hasn't really been a great scorer for this team, but, you know, everything else that she's done has really kind of canceled that out. But in that situation, you know, you never want to give a player a wide open in rhythm shot, but that time that's kind of a player that you can live with that shot.
Yeah, we are overtime tonight, and just a emotional game. It kind of seemed like this might be the result going into overtime, just based on how the game's playing. Two teams really just keep mashing each other, no matter the situation. Like, if Valley's going on a run, Waukee ends up going on a run.
Right.
If there's still basketball from the Warriors, Valley's not making anything. It's just been trading off.
Yeah, and in that first quarter, we've mentioned it so many times. Like, the offenses for both teams were humming, and then in the second quarter, the defenses for both teams were completely stifling each other. So, and then in that second half, it was just 7-0 run, and then 8-0 run on the other end. So, you know, it's going to be interesting now with 4 minutes. I don't think you'll really have time for that some time to trade a 7-0 run and an 8-0 run. So really, whoever can step on the other's throat first is going to win this game.
So tip off there, and it's going to go for the Tigers. Like you said, 4 minutes is the overtime rule here for high school basketball. And this will be to Rose now on the left side. Heavily pressured from Peters. It's definitely getting rowdy here, but we have a lot more time for more great basketball. Adams now closely guarded by Stitzman, one of the better defenders on the court. Shot clock down to 7. Utah's got to go. Moon wide open. She wants a 3. She goes for it. She has to go now. And just rolls out. But rebounded tightly White. And they're able to reset. Clutch rebound there. Adams top of the key covered by Stitzman. Utah by Western. Want to go to Rose there inside. But it's going to be Moon. He's working on Salzo. And she felt that pressure there. They got 3 minutes to go. Already a minute drained in overtime. Here we go, Moon. 7 seconds on the shot clock. She's working on Salzo. Continuing, she goes up with it. No good there. The Warriors take it away. 2:47 to go. Then Kieran taking her time over to Stitzman. Stitzman guarded by Moon. Salzo looked to shoot. And nothing going there for both teams. 2:30 to go now in overtime. 57-57. Here we go. Peters working on Rose. Peters off the glass. It's good.
Yeah, and just a great attack. That's really what she's done all night.
And the Warriors take the lead. 59-57. Rose looking for 3. She wanted it. But now it is Tylee White. 2:07 to go. Driving in. Tylee White off the glass. No good. And just a harsh foul from Tylee White. And
that seemed like
she's going to come out.
Might have been a little bit of a frustration foul there. She misses
she fouls out of the game.
Yep, and didn't take really a great shot there. Just really just kind of threw it up. Didn't really have much of a path, and then just runs into Peters and now sends her to the line.
And you just can't make that type of mistake in this game. And Peters, a great free throw shooter, makes the first. Warriors up 60-57. And not having White is a huge disadvantage for the Tigers. Probably the best player on the court for the Tigers other than Moon.
Yeah, probably most well-rounded.
Yeah, for sure. So now a missed free throw there, so it stays within a possession. A minute 52. And a foul is called there by Western.
Foul on Waukee's number 5, Terran University. Her second personal foul.
Well,
third team foul.
now it's go time. You haven't.
And tipped away from Peters, but Adams able to take possession there.
Yeah, you haven't scored yet, and the offense really hasn't been moving that well. So you really have to get going.
Adams trying to keep control of the basketball. Rose wanted that one. Looks from the left side. Minute 34. You got to get a bucket here. It's time for something. Looking for anything. 13 seconds on the shot clock. They can't get the offense moving. Fuller now. Driving inside. Sitzman. She puts it up. Throws it up off the glass, and it's good.
And just
a huge bucket.
Another strong take, even though, just in spite of her size, she's just attacked so well.
Pressure's applied. A minute 10, though. Van Kieran, wide open lane. Easy bucket there. And the Warriors are up 3. A minute 3 to go.
Tigers applied a double team, and there's always going to be someone open.
Utah finds the lane to Moon. Wide open. Avery Moon, it's good. Cuts the lead to 1, 62-61. CIML matchup. We're in overtime. 50 seconds to go. Back in a late game close situation. And ball goes out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Warriors.
Yeah, Peters just another one of those drives, and the Tigers have really tried to disrupt her, and we're finally able to do it. Hadn't really done it all game.
Got to get a shoe tied there for the Tigers. Utah, but we have some time. I mean, this is, for the Warriors, they have the lead, but you don't want to do anything dumb. You still have 23
Still have to play with your foot on the gas pedal.
But Salzo now drives in, gets her own rebound, was not a good shot, but that's a huge rebound.
It looked like the shot might have been altered a little bit.
But did not hit the rim, so that shot clock will stay where it was. 30 seconds left in overtime, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Peters working Rose. Her handle, that's a 2-point shot, mid-range, it's good!
Still a 3-point game. You don't need a 3 yet.
Yep, 15 seconds to go.
But you got to go quick.
Timeout there from Utah, and he is heated.
Yeah, and if you're going to get a 2, you're going to have to do it very quickly with about between, 8 and 10 seconds left. That's really 8 seconds is probably the latest that you want to go with a 2 because you still have to get a foul. The Tigers don't have any to give, so that does help if they do end up being in a fouling situation, but you at least have to get a bucket. You don't have to force up a 3. If you have an open 3, you can shoot it, but the first goal is to just get something on the scoreboard and make this a 1-point game, because you can't take yourself out of this game. You can still lengthen this game. This game is not over. There's still a lot of time, so you can still play the foul game if you get it too.
Yeah, the Warriors playing spoiler tonight, and I've mentioned it a couple times already, but just so similar to that Centennial game, a team you beat soundly in their own arena, and they come in here on a Friday night really playing great basketball, led by Peters and Van Kuren. And the Tigers, I think it's going to be a 3-point play here, just on how the offense is played. I think they want to go for it.
But they also have gotten into the paint a lot better in these last couple minutes. So
especially with how Avery Moon has played. But we'll see here. Adams now, 10 seconds left, and out
now
to
you
Fuller.
need a 3.
You need a 3 for sure.
Not enough time.
Adams, she's going to go for it. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. Stitzman, you got a foul. And
a lot of time came off the clock there. They should put more time back on. There was probably about a half second left, but they're only going to give them 0.2. So
0.2. The Warriors
this
know
game
this
is pretty much over, because the Tigers won't be able to get a catch and shoot even if she misses both. So it's really unfortunate.
It's hard, man.
But
what's happened?
Yeah, it's kind of been it's really showed.
Makes that one, so that surely is it.
That ends it right there, but it's really showed how different these two teams have gone. The Warriors started off very poorly, but have won 3 of 4, and the Tigers started off so well, but they've really sputtered out, and it's really unfortunate, but the Tigers still have a lot to play for left in this season. So really nothing to hang your head at. This Waukee team really came to play, and they were hitting a lot of shots, especially at the start of that game. So the Tigers will have a lot more opportunities, but just couldn't get it done tonight.
It stings for sure. If you're the Valley Tigers, just where you're ranked is coming at number 8 in the 5A league, but just how the implications of this game. It's the last conference game at home. They will play Carlisle on Tuesday, I believe. So hopefully they can pick up a win there, but otherwise, just you want to get that last conference game, especially at home on a Friday night, a team you beat earlier pretty big. But like you said, Cole, this Warriors team has heated up all season long towards the late stages of the year, and it hurts for Valley because Sub-State isn't out yet for the girls, but when it does come out, it'll be interesting to see where they are. They're obviously going to get that home bye, but they're going to drop a bit in the rankings after this one.
Yeah, and it's tough, but it's not the end of the world. You're still gonna have plenty of opportunities down the stretch. So I'm not really worried about this team. They've shown how fast they can heat up. They haven't been playing very well lately, but with how fast they can heat up, I'm sure that they'll still have plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, Matt Uthoff and the team just got to kind of hit reset mode here and go to the next one. Hopefully can work things out against Carlisle. Find your rhythm offensively, because that's been an issue with the amount of turnovers. But there's still plenty of basketball to be played. You never know what can happen in that sub-state and in the playoffs.
Yep, I'm really excited for this final stretch of the year.
All right, well, we have the boys game coming up. It will be a good one. A highly ranked number 2 Waukee Warriors team will face the Valley Tigers coming up shortly. Stay tuned on 88.7 KWDM The Point.
her spiraled hair, and I could see it, our life in a movie. And now I'm spinning my web up in the air, my spider senses, rain's gonna fall, wash away the life I'm weaving. I thought you were gonna catch me, I never stopped falling for you. Now I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. I thought you were gonna catch me, I never stopped falling for you. You told me you waited for me. You said that you won. Asked me on a plane from Rio, do I ever think of us? And you were at my wedding. I was broken, you were drunk. You could have told me not to do it. I would have run, I would have run. Tell me what was the moment you decided to give up? You could have told me what you wanted. I would have done anything. I would have done anything. I thought you were gonna catch me, I never stopped falling for you. Now I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. I thought you were gonna catch me, I never stopped falling for you. Now I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. Watch me fall, watch me fall, watch me fall through the sky, watch me fly. I thought you were gonna catch me, I never stopped falling for you. Now I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. I thought you were gonna catch me, I never stopped falling for you. Now I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. Watch me fall.
I woke up, it was 7. I waited till 11 just to figure out that no one would call. I think I've got a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone when you're spending every day on your own? And here it goes. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares 'cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me tonight. And maybe when the night is dead, I'll crawl into my bed. I'm staring at these four walls again.
Put your phone on D&D. That means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hey friends, today I'm making this promise. I will always listen to anything you need to say, no matter what. The Lifeline is there for you, and so am I. Use hashtag suicide is preventable, hashtag 800-273-TALK, hashtag let it out, and help people feel connected while they're going through tough times. This message was brought to you by the Suicide Prevention Lifeline and by 88.7 KWDM The Point.
You're listening to 88.7 KWDM West Des Moines, home of Valley Radio.
We used to sit and watch the waves break over Rockaway. I never thought that I'd crash out and watch you walk away. I tried to love you, but I lost you, baby, I'm down bad. Hard to admit you were the best time that I ever had. Ooh, life goes on, the world keeps turning around. And a moment in the sun, it feels a little colder now. When I see you around, I don't wanna talk about the weather. And I heard you're doing better. Moved in with sun, all from God knows wherever. So we talk about the weather when I see you around. Now I'm a ghost around this town and you're a phantom limb. I feel you everywhere I go, rent free under my skin. You're like the heartbeat of this city, babe. We're all just living in, and I'm still listening. And when I see you around, I don't wanna talk about the weather. And I heard you're doing better. Moved in with all that from God knows wherever. So we talk about the weather when I see you around. When I see you around, I don't wanna talk about the weather. You don't ask about the band, and I won't ask you how you've been, 'cause we just might fall back in. So we talk about the weather. When I see you around, I don't wanna talk about the weather. Yeah, I heard you're doing better. Moved in with sun from God knows wherever. So we talk about the weather when I see you around. When I see you around.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at smokeybear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to 88.7 KWDM The Point. We're live here at Coldiron Fieldhouse for our second part of this doubleheader. It's going to be the guys, number 2 ranked Waukee Warriors versus the Valley Tigers. It's going to be a good one tonight. The Tigers picking up a win. We've mentioned it all week on the shows. They pick up their first win of the year against Cedar Rapids, Washington. Big win there. They've looked a lot more stronger, but they're playing a huge test tonight. A really good Waukee Warriors team that's beaten the Wolves, which the Wolves looking better than almost anyone, but the Warriors spoil their night. So it'll be an interesting game. Tigers are looking stronger though, and how can they carry that into this game? Cole, knowing they're playing better, but not get too discouraged of the tax tonight.
Yeah, and they've really hung around with some really good teams. They hung around with Council Bluffs Lincoln the other day and only lost by 14. They were up 19-9 after one quarter. So they've started to show that this offense, while it's not been consistent very often, they've been able to have it there occasionally. And against a team like this, you're going to need that kind of offensive output very consistently, because this Waukee team, they're clearly one of the best teams in the state, and they score 65 points a game, and that doesn't seem like a lot, but in the high school ranks, you don't score nearly as many points, with shorter quarters and shorter halves and everything like that. But they've scored 65 points, and the Tigers have really struggled to score at times this year. So they're really going to have to stop this Waukee team, because if they can get rolling, this game could get out of hand very fast.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be about playing really strong defense throughout a talented and really good three-point shooting team. They're very well driven. They do not have Evan Jacobson tonight for whatever reason. We do not know for sure. So that could be a big key, a big break for the Tigers. But we are going to get into our starting lineups for tonight. Looking very similar to all year for the Valley Tigers, obviously with the addition of Tyre Williams, but we'll go down the list. Number 10, Keen Jorgensen. Number 12, Jaden Attaway. Number 20, Will Clayton. Number 40, Eddie Hybels, and number 42, Tyre Williams Jr., who's made a huge impact towards the late stages of this year. And now for the Waukee Warriors, number 2 ranked, we got Pete Craig, Jay White, Max Roach, Landon Hansen, and Kane Van Dis for the Waukee Warriors. So a very talented and senior-focused team. All of the guys are seniors, so you really tell the experience the Warriors have. But it's going to be about Valley is subbing the guys in at the right time. You obviously have Colton Remick. He started a couple games. Chase Storbeck, he's had a heck of a freshman year. Being on the varsity team at this level is really impressive.
Yeah, Storbeck's the guy that's really going to have to step up in this game, because, Eddie Hybels has definitely had his ups and downs this year, and Storbeck has come in and has been really solid. And for this team, having someone as solid as that come off the bench, it's been really important, and he's been very much a steadying force in the games that he's played heavy minutes. So I'm interested to see how Coach Ricky approaches this. You want to have your senior leader out there on the floor, but also Chase Storbeck has proven that he can play with the big boys. So I think Chase Storbeck does have an opportunity to prove himself against as good of a team as Waukee.
Yeah, it's just about really playing efficient and tough all the way through. A little bit of a change to the lineup of what we were given. We were expecting to see Will Clayton based off the numbers, but we are going to see Colton Remick as well with Jaden Attaway to start off this one. So a little bit of a change. We still have Eddie Hybels in the game and Tyre Williams as well as Keen Jorgensen.
Yeah, and Keen Jorgensen and Jaden Attaway, they've really been the leaders of this team, and thankfully for the Tigers, they're both juniors, so they'll be back next year. But they're guys that really have to step up. They can create for themselves. You've seen how much they like those mid-range shots.
All right, the tip, and it's won by the Waukee Warriors, kind of rocking a retro Warrior jersey tonight. And good ball movement from the Warriors to start. Jay White, left side, looking around, covered nicely by Williams. And outside to Craig. Craig working on Hybels, wanted it, kicks it out to Hansen. Hansen driving in. Out to Craig for 3, it's good.
Man, and that was a rainbow, but for a guy like that, you can't give him wide open shots.
Yeah, just a really nice shot. He has great percentage shooting-wise. And now for the Valley Tigers. Can't get rattled too early here. Got to stay in as long as you can. Keen Jorgensen working on White. Now Remick, right side, looking around. Can't find anything to go. It's Williams. Shot clock at 8. He's driving in. He's going to float it up. Williams, no good.
Not a good shot there. That's not his game.
As the Warriors play quickly. Jay White, wide open 3. It's beautiful. The Warriors take a quick 6-0 lead. A great shot there from White. Nothing but net. Warriors liking it early. Attaway. Looking around. Screen from Remick. Out to Remick for 3. Colton Remick. Boom! Big response there for the Tigers.
That's one that they had to have. I mean, it's already, you can't let Waukee get off to a fast start.
A wide open 3 for the Warriors. They're trading shots, and the bank is open there. Max Roach with the 3 as we have been raining buckets so far.
Yep.
Only 6:20 to go in the first quarter. 9-3 lead for the Warriors. 6:10 to go in this first quarter. Jorgensen bobbling the ball around. He's driving in, floater, it's good. In Jorgensen, great shot there. Max Roach out to Craig. Attaway, top of the key. Finds Mendes. Driving in, Craig. And no good, but the foul is called. You can tell there was some contact there.
Yep. Put up a really tough shot. It was really close. It was great defense, but just had his hand on his arm the whole time he went up. That was a very easy call for the refs that time.
So we'll take 2 shots, trying to extend the lead, and no good. You're kind of right, though. That first shot by Craig, his form, it's smooth, but it is like a rainbow, how he shoots the ball. Very interesting. But it's very efficient, but not there. He misses both the free throws. And the Tigers will have possession, only down 4. Attaway. 5:42 to go in the first quarter. Jorgensen, left side of the court, right side of the court. Resetting the offense. Passes inside to Attaway. Driving in, and it's going to be Warrior basketball. Slipped off his foot.
Yep, he just wanted to play physical and started to back down Roach, but just really good job by Roach, really standing his ground.
So here is Roach driving in quickly on Samstron, wide open. Jay White for 3. No good, rebounded by Remick. Fast break now for the Tigers. They have time, but they won't go for it. Inside Hybels, working on Craig. He goes up with it. Hybels, it's good. A great start so far for Valley. They're only down 2 against a very good Warrior team. 9-7, Warrior lead inside 5 minutes in the first quarter. Hansen almost traveled there, but he recovers well. White, a little push off there from Attaway, I believe, was it?
Yep, it was Attaway, and he's really started to play physical in these latest games, but he's just gotten a little too handsy in these last couple of possessions.
And White working on Attaway right there. No good. Jay White cannot get it to fall. The Tigers take over possession, 4:40 in the first.
Force the Warriors into a lot of tough shots.
The Tigers able to take a breather now. Jorgensen, and a costly turnover there, slipped out. Jay White one-on-one. Could have slammed it, but lays it in. Clean layup. Warriors up 11-7 on the Tigers. Now Jorgensen to Attaway. Remick. To Hybels. Hybels working on Craig. It's working so far, but not there. Hansen with the rebound, and the Warriors are going fast. Roach, that's a 2-pointer. No good. And Attaway now quickly, and stolen away right back by Roach. One-on-one. Goes up for it. Blocked! What a block from Attaway.
A great recovery. He was beat, and Roach just, he could have gone fast, but he just slowed down and gave Attaway some time to catch up.
There goes Jorgensen. Wanted that one, but now to Hybels. Wide open Sam Strawn, right side. Good, Sam Strawn. The three-point specialist. And the Warriors in a little bit of trouble calling a early timeout.
A great answer from the Tigers. It felt a little bit dangerous at the start of that game, getting down 6-0 in those first two possessions. And then just a great answer from the Tigers, going on a little run here. And that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get some clean shots. And it feels like this offense for the Tigers has really started to click a little bit. You know, in the early parts of the season, it felt like it was a lot of ISO ball trying to create for themselves. But in this early going, there's been a lot of movement and a lot of sharing the ball.
Ref wants to get this overtime done with as we're going to start up again. But I think a huge factor for the Warriors is not having very tall, tight end commit Texas A&M, Evan Jacobson. And it might be kind of hurting them a bit here. And you can tell, because Hybels has had a lot of looks tonight. Hansen now for the Warriors. He's driving in on Jorgensen. He goes up with it. It falls. The Warriors extend their lead to 3. And Tyree Williams on the other side for the Tigers. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Jorgensen almost ripped it away. But now to Strong, they're resetting. 3 minutes to go. Down 3. Strong for 3. No good. And rebounded by the Warriors, but I'm a bit confused on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have a great angle, but looks like he caught the ball and stepped out of bounds. I don't know. The ball might have bounced out of bounds before he caught it. That's probably what happened.
Jay White for the Warriors and a turnover there.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Valley basketball.
A great job by Williams, just forcing him to that sideline and just dribbled the ball out of bounds.
So the Tigers get a nice breather. There's Remick with it, 2:40 to go. Tigers just down 3 in the first quarter. Tyree Williams working on Craig. Inside. Almost wanted it, but couldn't get it. Jorgensen now, 15 seconds. Inside to Hybels. Trying to work there, but Remick for 3. Outside, it's good. We are all tied up now. The Tigers off to a pretty solid start. 13-13. Warriors feeling a bit rattled. Inside Rocha now. Stolen away, yeah. That was
just another sloppy possession. Not much movement.
Alley for the Warriors, but now it's stolen away for Waukee, and they're getting a fast break, and Jay White puts it up as they will regain the lead, 15-13. So Alley kind of replacing that role for Jacobson, it seems. And Roach almost pulled that one away, and Strawn mid-range jumper, it's good.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to hit those shots like that. Those mid-range shots can be challenging at times, but the Warriors are giving the Tigers some good looks.
Yeah, they're falling tonight, aren't they? Craig now, left side, finds Roach. Guarded nicely by Strawn. Hybels coming off the switch. But Roach, good movement. Jumper, it's good. Off the bank, that's his second one off the glass tonight.
That was a really tough shot over Hybels, but able to get it down.
Tigers come back really quick, a minute to go. 17-15, Warriors lead in the first quarter. Williams, pick up the screen to Hybels. He goes in, wants a shot, off the glass. Tyree Williams, so athletic. As we are draw up here, 17-17. These Tigers are looking pretty strong tonight. Roach cross it over, Williams to Hansen. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hansen can't find anything. Looking around to White, a good pass, double team, triple teamed. To Roach, top of the key, 25 seconds. Wide open is Craig, and they get a nice break there to make the lead 19-17. And it appears that Valley might just take this one down for the last shot of the quarter.
Yep, shot clock's off, the right decision.
It's been a fast quarter, just like the girls' first quarter. A lot of points. Williams, 5 seconds to go. Remick has to take this one. He does. Fadeaway 3, no good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. The Waukee Warriors lead 19-17. But yeah, I think it's been really strong for Valley, what we've seen.
Yeah, and they've just really done a good job. They've weathered the storm, and with a team as good as Waukee, you know, they can. We saw it with how well they were shooting the ball at the start of this game. 9 points in the blink of an eye, but the Tigers were able to answer really well and just hanging around, and that's really what they've been able to do. And if they can continue to do that, it feels like eventually they have to get one of these games. And if you can just put yourself in a position to just give yourself a chance, like they have done in these first 8 minutes, you can pull off an upset. It's still going to be really hard because Waukee is one of the best teams in the state of Iowa, but it's still possible. And just leaving that hope, you know, it's very important in this game. So just really, really well done by the Tigers. They were able to get their shots down. They were able to get open shots. It wasn't like they were hitting really tough shots. They've been because sometimes it feels like it's not sustainable when you're just chucking up really tough shots and getting them down. But now they've been hitting some really open shots, and that's what's sustainable about how this team is playing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just about how long they can stay in it, and that's going to force Waukee into some pressure, and they're doing exactly what they need to do. All right, now Attaway for the Tigers, pressured heavily. Strawn, wide open three, right side, and it's good. The Valley Tigers take their first lead of the night, 20-19.
Yeah, there's been a couple guys like Strawn who really have gone cold this season, but starting to heat up today.
And now Craig for the Warriors. They're feeling a little bit pressure tonight, already down. Craig now, 1 to the 3, goes inside on Storbeck. And goes up with it. Might have been contact there, but rebounded.
Really
That's
tough
a travel
shot.
For sure, yep. Travel, and it's going to go towards Valley now.
Yeah, and
great defense from Storbeck.
And you mentioned earlier in the broadcast how the loss of Evan Jacobson for this game has been huge, and it has. They've really struggled inside. They've been trying to get inside to Pete Craig, but they just really haven't had a lot of success there so far.
Attaway drives inside, wide open. It's good. The Tigers up 22-19. We're kind of feeling something buzz here in Coldiron Fieldhouse. Roach now. Can't find anything to go. It's getting loud. Roach driving in. Craig inside, no good. Rebounded Jack Gale. Now here come the Tigers. Jack Gale, the senior. Out to Attaway. Resetting the offense. They have time to reset up. Storbeck coming in on the right side for a screen. Jack Gale for 3. Left side. No good. Rebounded Storbeck. The freshman dished it inside, but it's stolen away. Fast break for the Warriors. And just rimmed out, but gets his own rebound out to White. Wide open 3. Left side. No good. Strong with the rebound. It's a fast break for the Tigers. Williams, Eurostep blocked, but regained for Williams. Attaway 1 to 3. He goes for it. It's good.
Wow.
Tigers, 6-point lead.
Yeah, and TJ Williams went up for a really tough shot and got his rebound back, and then a wide open shot. Great job by Attaway.
It's all Valley. It's all going the Tigers' way. Roach now 1 to 3. He drives in, and that was a travel for sure. And a foul is called there on Attaway, but that wasn't surely a foul.
Yeah, it definitely was a travel, but also
or travel.
There potentially could have been a foul called too. Looked like there was a lot of contact as he came into the lane. So, you know, it's kind of a bang play, and if you're not going to call the foul, you have to call the travel. But those are the kind of plays they're not going to get it right every time. So you just have to recover.
Now the Warriors with possession, and this is Greer. It's away. Hansen for 3, top of the key. No good. The Warriors can't find anything to buy, and they're not using their timeouts yet. So Williams, 5:20 to go within this second quarter. It's been so much basketball these past couple minutes. It's been hard keeping track of time. The Jorgensen now to Gale. Tigers up 25-19 against the number 2 Waukee Warriors. Jorgensen fadeaway, it's good. Keen Jorgensen, the talented guard, and the Tigers are up 8.
They've gotten so many good looks. The Warriors defense has really struggled.
Roach now trying to find anything really for the Warriors, but Williams, a great defender, right on him. Hansen now, left side, guarded by Jorgensen. And this is Craig. Craig up on Storbeck, and they get one to buy. They were due. 4:30 to go in the first half. Tigers are up 27-21. Williams to Storbeck. Storbeck working on Craig. Double team now. And a foul is called there. That was Dreer coming right in hot.
Foul on Waukee's number 30. Dreer.
Yeah, and it does feel like even when the Tigers aren't able to get anything going, like on that last possession, they're just able to get it inside, and they at least drew a foul. And that's all you hope for when a possession is starting to wane
Trying to
out.
find something. It was tipped away though. Roach, turnover for the Warriors. Fast break, Craig inside. And a foul is called. Just rimmed out though. He'll take 2 shots.
Yeah, Colton Remick very unhappy about that call, but you know it's a really a tough play in transition. Just trying to both guys trying to make a play. It's been a physical game, and it's been officiated in that way. They really haven't called that many fouls, but that time they just got it on him.
Craig, his shot's no good, and he's been 0 for 3 on free throws tonight. Ryder Knapp checks in. He was a former Warrior, transferred this year. So he's in the game, hoping to make a big impact against his former team. And a little bit of stoppage there. Hybels will check in for Storbeck. The Tigers, they're rolling really well. They're doing exactly what they need to do, and it seems like offensively, their shots are just going down really well tonight. Out to Knapp. Williams now, 4:08 to go in the first half, and a costly turnover, and it's going to be Roach. Inside, gets the foul to go. And another questionable call, but draws the contact.
Yeah, and it does feel like, just like in that last game, they're starting to lock it down a little bit. It's been a physical game. It's been an emotional game. Both sides have really been fighting, and it's starting to be clamped down a little bit.
So Roach will miss another free throw. So the Warriors have been very inconsistent tonight.
Yeah, and Roach is a pretty solid free throw shooter. He's at 78% on the year. So
the Tigers will burn a timeout here with 4:03 to go in the second quarter, but they're leading 27-22 against a number 2 Warrior team without Evan Jacobson. But you still have to be really confident.
Yep.
Keep that energy high, because if you get that student session and the arena going, anything can happen.
Yeah, and you can't take the lead for granted, and this clearly isn't a team that you can out-talent. So you're going to have to keep up that fight, like you said, and they've done that so far. And when they've been the aggressor, when they've played with a lot of energy, that's when they've been having success. So Waukee has started to match that with a lot of these downhill drives. So it'll be interesting to see which team can really assert their dominance.
So Roach here for another free throw, and it's good. Cuts the lead to 4. We have 4 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers up 27-23. It's Jaden Attaway covered by Roach. Attaway now working on Roach. Drives inside. Wanted it, but out to Jorgensen. They'll reset. Jorgensen, ball loose, but out to Knapp. Into Hybels. To Knapp. 8 seconds to go in the shot clock. They got to go right now. It's Knapp to Attaway. 4 seconds. 2 seconds, Attaway, jumper, no good. And that kind of hit off the side of the backboard, so it'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and this offense right now for the Tigers has really gone stale. It's what a lot of people call the umbrella offense, where you're just kind of passing it around the 3-point line. And against a team like this, you really have to keep that attack that they've had early in this game.
Yeah, giving Williams and Strawn a breather. Might be a little bit costly, but Roach, he's kind of been the guy for the Warriors tonight. Gets a nice lay, and the lead's down to 2. 3:08 to go in the second quarter. Remick down low, guarded by Hansen. He'll go up, fade away. It's good. Colton Remick. He's had a nice start for tonight. And we're inside 3 minutes. 29-25, Valley on upset. Warriors on upset alert tonight. And Jay White, floater, no good. Get his own rebound, but Craig, the rainbow shot, no good. And rebounded from Attaway. So Craig he had that 1-3 to go. Hasn't really gotten anything more than that tonight. And now it's Jorgensen. Inside, Hezzy. But rebounded from the Warriors, and it's going to be Roach. He'll drive in, and a clear foul there, and he will get the bucket to go.
Yeah, he did a really good job of getting Knapp just on his hip and just kept the ball away from him. Just had a little right-hand scoop layup, and Roach has really provided a spark for this Warrior team because he's just been able to get downhill and get some easy baskets. He's really been unimpeded to the basket, so the Tigers are really going to have to start disrupting again.
So he makes that free throw, and it's 29-28 Valley. The Warriors kind of now figuring out their rhythm, and Valley, like you mentioned, Cole, the staleness is definitely there. So Jorgensen, 2:05 to go, setting up the offense. Top of the key, goes left. Inside Attaway, and a clear foul there on Roach. Warriors been doing a good job of not giving away anything too costly fouls. It's their first one tonight.
That time it was a good job, though, of being able to get into the paint.
Attaway now just miskeyed there, but Strawn able to retake. Wide open Jorgensen, left side. White came flying in there, but rebounded Valley. And it's gonna be Valley basketball. A lot of tip drill there, but stays with the Tigers.
Attaway grabbed the rebound and tried to immediately dump it off to Sorbeck before he even hit the ground, and then it started to be tipped around because he tipped it into 2 people. So not a great decision, but lucky to get it back.
So here is Attaway to Strawn, to Jorgensen. Inside Storbeck. Storbeck working. Goes up. Gets it to go. Chase Storbeck, the freshman.
What a move.
Picks up his first point.
He's just so shifty in the paint.
Inside a minute 30 to go. Valley Tigers up 31-28 against number 2 Waukee. Stolen away. Kind of just a bad pass by Roach. And Storbeck able to pick it up. Loose ball. And the Warriors able to get possession now. Fast break. Jay White. And decided not to go for the dunk again. But he gets it to go. That's all that matters. 31-30. And Storbeck to Attaway. Down to Remick. Remick for 3. It's good. Colton Remick. He's been on fire tonight.
That was a huge shot. You've started to see a little bit of hesitancy from this Tiger offense, and a 3 like that will really open things up.
Absolutely. And this is Van Dis. Down to Craig. Craig working on Storbeck. He goes up and gets it to fall. Craig, a nice bucket. So the shot clock's turned off now.
Yep, and there's still 30 seconds left, but I would say you just hold for this last shot, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. So it's likely that the Tigers are going to go into half with a lead, and that is just completely monumental when you're trying to pull an upset.
Exactly that. 13 seconds. Roach is guarding him closely, kind of gets crossed. Remick goes for it. No good, though.
A little bit of a heat check there.
Rebounded by White. They have time. 4 seconds. Jay White, Van Dis. He goes for it for 3. No good. And that will do it for the first half of play. What a half. The Valley Tigers are up on number 2 Waukee Warriors, 34-32. Cole, real quick, I mean, how has this gone? A big shock to us, really.
Well, I mean, we've started to see this team really start to pull it together a little bit after, they really struggled in the middle of the season there. They started out the season okay, lost some close games, but then they've really started to heat up. They've really hung around with some teams, and coming out of the halftime break, that's when your money will be made, because if you don't get out of the halftime break strong, then this game could still get out of hand. And that's just how good this Waukee team is. They can go on a run. So the Tigers really need to go on a run to start out the second half and continue this momentum that they've carried on through the start of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to keep it rolling, and you're in a position where you could win this game, and it would shock the entire state, kind of put your name on the map.
For sure.
Valley hasn't been talked about at all this year for obvious reasons, but you have a great chance tonight. It's your last game of conference play. You really have nothing to lose if you're Valley.
Yeah, and just being up like this, the whole what's most important is just keep the pressure on Waukee, because they're the team with the pressure right now. The Tigers, like you said, they have nothing to lose. Like, they're 1-17. This season has been very disappointing, and Waukee is trying to stake their claim as one of the best teams in the state. So when you're playing a game like this, it's like in March Madness when a low seed is trying to pull off an upset, like a 15 versus 2 upset, something like that. When you just start to feel those good vibes and just try to keep those going, because if you keep that going and you keep that confidence, keep playing loose and free, then you can definitely win this game.
Yeah, this is going to be a great one. So don't go anywhere, please. This is going to be one you don't want to miss. Keep it tuned to 88.7 KWDM The Point. We'll be back shortly.
Okay.
in the blink with nice skate on the side of the street. She wants to change up everything about me. Her car costs more than my crib, and her dad don't want to ever be someone like him. No matter what I do, I'll never be like you. Happy or insecure, which one would you prefer? No matter what you say, I'm gonna live my way. No room for second guessing. I hope you get the message. I work a 9 to 5 every day. You lie about the money you make, and I know it doesn't matter, 'cause you never change. You're always crashing out on the phone. I think maybe I'm better alone, 'cause we still can't seem to figure it out. It's a shame. Always searching for something. I said I've always been right here. Don't matter what I do, I'll never be like you. Happy or insecure, which one would you prefer? No matter what you say, I'm gonna live my way. No room for second guessing. I hope you get the message. Don't matter what I do, I'll never be like you. Happy or insecure, which one would you prefer? No matter what you say, I'm gonna live my way. No room for second guessing. I hope you get the message. You love me, you don't love me. You're a loser, you don't even gotta show me. I'm addicted, I hope you get the message.
Welcome back to 88.7 KWDM The Point. We're about to start our second half of the boys' game against the number 2 ranked Waukee Warriors. Valley Tigers looked really strong, and if you missed it, this is probably the best we've seen them all year up against such a competitive team in the Warriors. Obviously, not having Evan Jacobson for them is huge, who, you know, is a 4-star prodigy tight end committed to Texas A&M. So the Tigers have looked really sharp offensively, defensively, playing really strong. Tyree Williams is contributing to that. Colton Remick is doing really well from the arc, and that's kind of what you need to get those guys that, you know, you have guys like Jorgensen, who's been kind of the star and known for that, but having those outside guys is kind of in the missing key point, and it's starting to really shine tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned just Evan Jacobson being out. That has really loomed large. I know you've mentioned a couple times how Eddie Heibels was able to get a couple buckets in that first half because the size for Waukee really hasn't been there that much. And Pete Craig has some size. He's standing at 6'5", so obviously not a small human being. He's generally been playing defense in the paint, but the Tigers have really been able to go after him because he's a little bit of a smaller frame, and he's more of an offensive creator and not as much of that like stocky defender like an Evan Jacobson would be, because he's, you know, those football players, they're always so physical and they attack you so much. And you know, Pete Craig, he's an incredible player, but he's not as much of a size advantage as Waukee would usually have, because Waukee would usually just be able to lean on him and, you know, just be able to create through him. But without him, it's really been a struggle for Waukee, and the Tigers on offense, everything's been clicking, and they've really gotten a lot of good shots.
Yeah, Craig's kind of like a hybrid player, at least for tonight, just on his size. But it is Craig now working on Heibels as we start the third quarter of play. And now this is Roach, guarded by Williams, out to Craig. Craig driving in on Heibels. Still going there. Williams trying to help out Craig, mid-range shot, No good there. Rebounded by Hansen, though. Out to Roach. Looking around. The shot clock's reset. Roach driving in. Stolen away. Keaton Jorgensen. Fast break now for the Tigers. He goes in. Nice lay. No good, though, but Williams flying in for Valley with a great rebound. Attaway, easy bucket there. He had plenty of time to shoot that.
Just hesitated.
Yeah, and it doesn't fall for Valley, but a rebound from Remick. Or I should say Jorgensen, but out to Remick. And the Tigers have another try here on this possession. So Attaway resetting the offense. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. We're just a minute in third quarter. Tigers up 2. And stolen away there, Heibels. Didn't have control of the ball. Hansen driving in. It's good. And the game is back to level. 34-34 here in Coldiron Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and really not a good offensive start for the Tigers. It's really been very choppy, and it doesn't feel like they're getting great looks. They're really hesitating, like that Attaway 3. He had a wide open 3, just hesitated.
Here's Attaway now. It's Jorgensen. White guarding him closely. And Remick, right side 3. No good. Bounced off the rim, but Heibels with a great rebound. He's had a night, but kind of stolen away from him, but it's going to stay with the Tigers as Van Dis trying to steal that one away.
Yeah, the Tigers have done a really good job. 3 offensive rebounds already in this second half. So if they can keep that up and just give themselves extra possessions, that would be huge.
And now Remick looking around, finds Williams. It's interesting they're not using Alley from off the bench for the Warriors. He's using Craig instead. And a foul is called on Van Dis, I believe. But I'm just surprised on how the Warriors haven't really changed things up. They've had a couple other guys in to fill that center role, but they're sticking with Craig. And here's Jorgensen, worked by Craig, and it's blocked by Craig. Proved me wrong completely there. But now it's Williams. He's driving in. Made them both jump, but couldn't get it to fall. And it's the Warrior basketball. We're inside 6 minutes in the third quarter, 34-34. Out to Craig, the hybrid player. He's working on Heibels. To Roach. Screen from Craig now. Roach, three-pointer, top of the key. It's good. Max Roach, really the guy other than Craig that's been clutch tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, and this Tiger offense really needs an answer. Still haven't scored yet in this quarter, 2.5 minutes in.
Attaway to Heibels, looking around to Remick. And calling up for help. And he just gets wrapped around. Remick just spun around there from Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen went for the ball and looked like their arms got tangled up, and they just kind of got spun down to the ground. It's gonna feel that one tomorrow.
For sure. 5:20 now to go in the third quarter. Tigers down 3, just haven't gotten in to buy yet in the quarter. Out to Remick, good pass from Jorgensen, and goes to the mid-range jumper, and it's blocked by Hansen. And Hansen able to get possession, and the Warriors are marching.
Really not a great shot, just force it up there.
So here comes Roach. Inside Craig, up, and it's good.
I would think about calling a timeout here, and they do. Okay.
Yep. The momentum just crashed. Really.
Yep. This is a really important time. We've seen the Tigers come back earlier in this game from a little spurt at the start of the game. Waukee got up 9-3.
Yeah, Warriors seem to be hot early.
Yeah, and really the question is, can they keep it up? They've shown earlier in the year that they could, but earlier in this game, they weren't able to do that. And the Tigers have done this before. That's what Coach Ricky should be saying in the huddle right now. You guys have been here already in this game. You've shown that you can stick with this team. You've shown that you can even play better than this team. You're not overmatched. He should be telling his team that, because the truth is they really aren't. With how they've been playing, they've really been playing as a team. They've been playing very tough. They've been playing very aggressive. And if they can get back to their ways that got them success, they can come back and make this a game again.
Yeah, if you want to go and upset a team, it's all about having the madness. That's why they call Call of Hoops March Madness, and that's what they have to have. And the Warriors, they're a beatable team. they've had a couple of close games as of late.
They've let some lesser teams stick around.
Yeah, so this is definitely an opportunity where you can stick around as long as you want, as long as you're playing with that fight, and Valley has to have that. But we've seen it. So Williams now for the Tigers, 4:45 to go in the third quarter. They're down 5, and he can't find anything to go, but he gets it to Attaway.
Really close to a 5-second call there.
15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Attaway inside, blocked. He went for it, but couldn't get it, but the Warriors on a fast break, and it's ripped away from Jorgensen. The Tigers get a possession. Inside to Hybels. He's working Craig. Goes up with it. Hybels couldn't get it to fall.
And it feels like every pass that's inside for the Tigers just been disrupted.
So Hansen, left side. And that's Roach to White. We are halfway through the third quarter, and the Tigers are still scoreless. Within.
But only down by 5.
It's true. They have time here. Got to play good defense here as Roach is approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Craig. Craig, and 1. Pete Craig has stepped up immensely for the Warriors this half.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just been getting some easy shots there. That time, he just got great position and just was able to lay it in and trying to recover. Hybels fouled him, and Storbeck's coming in for Hybels right now. I think that's a good move. Eddie Hybels has started to struggle a little bit. In the first half, he played really well, but he started to struggle. So Storbeck has rebounded the ball really well, so he could be a little spark for this team.
He cashes that one in, and the Warriors are up 42-34. So don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of time in the game, but you got to start playing good basketball now before it gets too late. And Warriors playing tough defense. Jorgensen tripped up by White, but still has possession. Now it's Attaway. 15 seconds on the shot clock. To Jorgensen, screened by Storbeck. Trying to find something. He goes to the mid-range shot. Just couldn't fall, in and out.
And those were shots that were falling in the first half. They've just gone cold.
Wanted to travel there was Attaway. And inside is Hansen, right side shot. No good. Rebounded, though, by Craig. And moving the ball well for the Warriors. Wide open 3 for the Warriors. No good. Almost rimmed in, though, but fast break for the Tigers. Tipped away.
Just another tip pass. They've disrupted everything.
And a foul is called there on the floor, so maybe time to catch your breath if you're Valley.
And the Tigers really haven't had any offensive flow. Clearly, they haven't scored yet, and they're 5 minutes into the third quarter, so they have to get some clean possessions strung together.
2:53 to go. Jorgensen just forced that one, and fast break now. Driving in, a foul's called. That one was Messner coming down. Just checked into the game, and he's made an impact.
Yeah, and it feels like the aggressiveness and the energy that the Tigers had in that first half
vanished.
It's really dissipated, and they really have to get that back if they want to come back in this game, because what's brought them success has just been playing all-out effort, and they've kind of let that go away, and they've gotten away from the bread and butter. They've started to play some iso ball, and it's really not going well for the Tigers right now.
Messner makes the second free throw, missed the first, and the Tigers are down 43-34. Deficit's increasing, but Sam Strong's going to go for it. He gets it to go. Could this be the spark to keep the Tigers in?
Just to see one go through.
So leads cut to 7. As there's Pete Craig, top of the key, working Storbeck. Drives in, floater, fadeaway. No good. Hansen got the rebound.
Looked like,
foul. Yeah, it's going to be Valley
offensive
basketball.
foul, and that's the kind of break that the Tigers need, and I think it was the right call. Looks like he pushed off of the back of a Tiger and to go up for that rebound.
Team Jorgensen now really could use something here, down 7. 2 minutes to go. He wants it. Mid-range shot, doesn't fall. And almost rebounded by Storbeck, but Pete Craig's been there tonight. Minute 52 to go in the third quarter. Jay White passes out, wide open look, way short. Huge
Might have been
air ball.
tipped.
Yeah. Didn't see that one from there, but Tigers get a break. And now Colton Remick to Sam Strong, a minute 40 in the third quarter. Jorgensen for three, no good. Rebounded by Attaway. Up with that one, and it's good. It's only a 5-point game and a timeout from Waukee.
Well, a great job by the Tigers. They, a lot of teams in this situation, you get down, you give up a run to a really good team, gave up an 11-0 run. The offense really had nothing going. But the Tigers just did not give up, and now they're only down by 5. And just to keep this game in reach and just to keep the pressure on Waukee, because Waukee has all the pressure in the world on this game. The Tigers, we've said it so many times on this broadcast, they really have nothing to lose, and they can just play loose, they can play free. And when they've done that, that's when they've gotten out in transition, and they've been getting steals and playing really feisty basketball. So if they can continue that, and they've shown that they've been able to bounce back, they can make this a very, very interesting game.
Yeah, you just got to keep it, like we were mentioning before the game, is you got to keep it as close as long as possible just to get yourself in the game. Because when you're in the game, you never know what could go wrong for the opposing team. And you just got to be there, show the madness, and get the guys out who want to do that. And I think the seniors, Colton Remick, Strawn, and Williams are going to represent that. And it's just going to be up to how clean a basketball you're going to play to try to spoil it for the Warriors.
Yeah, and Remick has played a great game.
So now Roach will take it. He's kind of led the Warriors tonight. He has 14, but this is White. Out to Hansen. Hansen driving in on Jorgensen. Out to Roach. This is Pete Craig. Pete Craig, floater, it's good. He has 17.
Yeah, and they really have not had an answer for Pete Craig in this second half. He's really gotten everything he wanted in the paint.
Now it's Sam Strong. They wanted to travel there, not called. And Attaway wanted to do that one. Out to Remick. Remick driving in. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tigers down 38-45 against number 2 Waukee. Jorgensen now shot clock under 10. To Attaway, 7 now. Strong's got to go. He gets it up and just in and out.
Yeah, Waukee's forced the Tigers into a lot of mid-ranges.
So the shot clock is turned off now, inside 30, and Van Dis is looking for it.
Van Dis had a chance for an open three, but didn't take it. Now they want to run the clock down.
And Roach looking for anything, gets a screen off Pete Craig for 3, no good. And they have some time to go. 3 seconds. Remick, you got a shot here. He goes for it. Lift off and no good, but good effort there.
Yep, fading away. A really tough shot, but credit to the Tigers. You really didn't play a very good quarter, and you're still sticking around. You still have a chance in this game. You saw in that second quarter they were able to really go on a run and get hot. So this game isn't over, and I'm sure a lot of people did not expect for Valley to be down by 7 against the number 2 team in the state, but here we are, and it's a question of who's going to show up. You've seen, TJ Williams has been great as a spark and with the effort, but he hasn't really been. He's not a great offensive player, and for the Tigers, it's really been coming from a lot of guys. You've seen it from Remick, but in that first half, but he hasn't played as well in the second half. You've seen it from Sam Strong, but that also hasn't shown up that much in the second half. So the Tigers really have to get this offense back and rolling if they want to win this game, because 38 points right now, they're probably going to have to, hit probably up to about 55 if they want to win this game, with Waukee already at 45. So it's a tall task, but they've put themselves in a great position to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get the guys who are going to play that physical, and we've seen guys like Attaway and Strawn there and Remick. We have some guys in. Is Jack Tracy. Strawn left side for three, and just kind of sat on the rim there for a little bit too long. Not a great shot. But it's going to be Warriors possession now in the fourth quarter. 7:40 left in this game. Jay White driving in, gets the foul called, and he'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, and really the difference in both of these teams has been the aggressiveness. In the first half, the Tigers really dictated the aggressiveness and really attacking the Warriors, but it's really flipped in this half, and you've seen it with the score.
Yeah, he gets the first one to go, and it's 46-38. You really don't want the deficit any more than this as the fourth quarter is here.
Yeah, this is definitely a dangerous point for the Tigers now.
He gets the second one, is no good. So this is a time where points are critical, and you want to get something that gets the crowd riled up. And as Jack Gale now to Tracy. Tracy back out to Gale. Still looking around, trying to find anything. Now to Attaway, to Remick for three. Good! Just like I was talking about. There we go.
That is a massive shot. The Tigers had started to go quiet from three, but just an in-rhythm shot from Remick, and he's going to have to heat up in this game.
With 7 minutes to go, exactly what you need. Tigers just down 5. Looking around now, and miscue there, but able to get to White. White driving in, spinning around, throws it up, and it's good. A huge bucket.
In these last couple of possessions, you've just been able to see the skill of this Waukee team on that shot. It was just a really nice spin that not many guys can make. So the Tigers are really going to have to match that skill with a lot of their effort.
Tracy now to Straw, and now it's Attaway. Attaway, mid-range shot, no good, just a little short. And Roach driving down quickly. Hansen wanted the three, goes inside. And he gets his own rebound. And they call a foul.
Yeah, there's been a lot of contact on that drive. I thought there was a foul. It looks like a Tiger defender just kind of wrapped him up, but there wasn't any call, and he kind of fought through it. But he's really been fighting very hard for this team, and he's really given the Warriors a lot of opportunities for second chance points.
So Hansen's shot is good, and it's 49-41. 6:15 left in the fourth, so it's nowhere near desperation time yet, but it's time to really play your best basketball and get yourself in the game where you're in a one-possession game, two-possession game. But they could burn a timeout here to a smart timeout to really talk it over.
Yeah, and I do think that missed three at the very start of the quarter was really big, because if they would have hit that, they would have cut it down to 4, and you really have to put Waukee in a position to put some pressure on them and make them stress a little bit about this game. And right now, up by 8, they don't really feel that yet. And if the Tigers can string together a bucket and then a stop and then a bucket and then a stop and then a bucket, then obviously easier said than done, but you can, apply that pressure and make Waukee realize how tough of a game this is.
So Hansen's second one's good. And the lead extends to 9, 50-41. Attaway approaching 6 minutes left in the game. That's number 2 Waukee. And stolen away now for sure. That's Roach. And it might have been a foul there on Jorgensen.
On Jorgensen, as he lost the ball and then tried to get it back and went right through Roach for the ball. So it's really been tough going for the Tigers, but you have to respond. With 6 minutes left, there's still a lot of basketball to be played. You're in a dangerous spot right now, clearly, but it's not over, and you have to realize that. So the Tigers really have to get a stop here. This is a huge possession.
And this is a team that you could potentially be seeing in sub-state.
Mm-hmm.
So now here is Hansen to Jay White. Out to Roach. cross corner. Good ball movement. Hansen driving in. He gets the foul. I mean, every little bit of contact, they're getting to him.
I think at the same time, that one was
reasonable. Yeah.
That one was reasonable, and he didn't really have a choice other than to foul because he would have had a wide open layup. So, force him to the line.
He'll make the first.
And it does seem like, playing that foul game is a possibility. So being able to get them to the line if you have to be in that position is
He makes both
important.
free throws. 5:49 left, so this is really the time to play.
It's go time now.
For sure. So Jorgensen, left side of the court, out to Strawn. Strawn driving in, just kind of floated it up to Remick. Remick driving around. He goes in, gets the contact. He'll shoot.
And it really doesn't feel like this offense has the energy that it had in that first half. Which
a little tired.
Yeah, and it does seem like Waukee has started to wear down this Tigers team, but getting to the line is really important. You can see the ball go through the net, and you can get your feet under you a little bit. So if the Tigers can start using, some downhill drives where they've had a little bit of an advantage in this game, that could be a great recipe for a victory.
So Colton Remick makes both of those shots. 9-point game. Stop here is needed. So here's Jay White out to Hansen. 5:23 to go left in the game. Pete Craig comes up. Roach kind of just draining some clock here. And now he'll go in. Looking around, 8 seconds on the shot clock. And driving in, back out to Roach, 5 seconds. 3 seconds now, Craig goes for it. Fade away, and it's good. A beautiful shot.
You just can't defend that shot, just a little Dirk fade on the baseline, and that's just a really skilled player.
And Jorgensen went through it for it, and Gale was able to get it. Tigers playing with some pace, but you really don't want to give any more of a deficit than it is right now.
Mm-hmm. This is every possession is very important that you score from here on out, down by 11.
Has to find someone, finds Jorgensen, and he's just pressured, able to retain possession. Remick wanted the shot. He goes for three. Remick, no good, and rebounded by the Warriors.
Can feel it starting to slip now.
And Roach had a shot. He went for it right away, so big break for the Tigers, no good.
Yep, not a great decision going fast.
And back to Gale, to Strawn, to Remick. Remick wants it. He's looking around, has Jorgensen. Jorgensen drives, gets it to go. Big shot there. 9-point game again.
Well done.
54-45.
Well done by Keen Jorgensen. He could have taken the three, but passed it up and got a better shot.
4 minutes to go in this game, and it's time to play your best defense possible and really give that energy. Hansen driving in on Gale, and a foul on Gale. And he'll shoot.
Yeah, really nothing's getting by him right now. And it's really tough when you're trying to play really physical defense like they have been.
Just no high balls or store back in is just kind of an interesting call right now.
But you understand it. You're trying to play fast, and But it's definitely been a situation where they've been struggling with the size of Waukee.
So make the first 10-point game now. And the second one is good. Extended to 11, 3:50 to go. Attaway driving in, fouled. So he'll go to the line. A lot of free throws going on in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and good job by Jaden Attaway, just knowing how little time there is left on the clock, 3:45 left, and just attacking.
He'll make the first. It's just kind of been steady on this 9-11.
Yeah, feels like they've just been trading free throws right now.
We're really getting to that desperation time pretty close now when you're inside 4 minutes. He'll make both, but he pushed
and a foul.
Remick. I mean, that's a huge mistake.
Wow. So he hit the free throw.
It's going to be Tiger basketball.
And then Hansen just shoved him over, and it gives the Tigers a possession without any time coming off the clock. That is absolutely best case scenario. And now they're taking out now the coach is taking out Hansen because just a very poor decision.
Van Dis checks in now for Hansen. That's one of your better shooters. Now Attaway driving in. There was contact there, but it gets
that
it to go.
That is a huge bucket.
7-point game, 3:35 to go. Here we go. Coldiron Fieldhouse.
Yeah, now this is where you can start to feel that chance.
Heavy pressure on White. White driving in. He goes for it and gets it to go. Waukee doing a great job. They're just able to always get something.
Yeah, they've always answered.
Attaway driving in on Craig. Attaway, it's good.
What a move. He just blew right by him.
Timeout called for Valley. A smart one. 3:09 left. You're down 7. It's really up to your defense. I mean, that's been the thing that's been stopping you right now.
Yeah, and it's been really impressive for the Tigers. They really haven't forced up a lot of bad shots on that last possession. It was just Jaden Attaway doing what he does best and just that quick drive. You know, Pete Craig is a bigger guy. You know, he's very tall and slim, and a guy like Attaway he just blew right by him. And for the Tigers now, you know, like we've really kind of been starting to say, it's time to go now, and they really haven't been giving up, and they've been giving themselves a chance. They just have to start getting some stops on the defensive end. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to come back in this game.
Yeah, there's times where it's like Valley, it almost seemed like how Waukee was scoring. It's like, is Valley going to be able to just retain this and get something every drive, which they have, has been really important. But it's time to play good defense, time to be efficient offensively. You got to be fast now. 3:09 left, 7-point game. You got to get that within that 2-possession score, so you're not behind so much.
And it feels like it was, you know, going between 9 and 11. Now it feels like it's going between 7 and 9. And if you can get a stop and then get a bucket and cut it to a 2-possession game, that would just be so huge. Now they have full court pressure.
Yeah, exactly what you need in this situation. Pressure these guys, hoping for a turnover. Roach heavily guarded by Jorgensen. He goes in, and he will get the bucket.
Just another bucket. And you know, you're going to give them some fast ones with the press, but you just really don't like to see that.
And Jorgensen now, he's driving in, goes for the floater, no good.
That's
and
a
they
big
finally
miss.
become empty. It's 2:35 left. They're slowing down the offense, but he'll go for the no shot. Goes to Valley. Offensive foul. Warriors do not like it. So really, this is your last chance.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of time left in this game with 2:32, but just with how efficient the Warriors have been, you have to score, and you kind of got bailed out there with not a smart foul, but you know you have to score with how efficient the Warriors have been.
This is Attaway now. He's driving in. Some contact there, but he gets it to fall. 7-point game, 2:18 to go. This is now it. We said it's
you really have to
now.
pressure.
You got to find a trap or something. And Jay White looked like he was going to go in, but they're going to keep milking that clock. 2:03 left. Shot clock at 18. And foul on Valley. So we're inside 2 minutes. Tigers are down 7.
Well, not that late in the possession, a foul is not smart.
Yeah.
Because
let all that clock run out.
Yep. If you're gonna foul quickly. It's not foul time yet, but we're getting close.
Ooh. And Jay White just rims that one out, and the
Warriors was on the rim forever.
We're struggling with free throws in the first half, but they've really clicked the second half. But that's a miss, and he'll miss the second.
77% free throw shooter, missed them both.
Pressure's there, but this is a big possession for Valley. Sam
Gotta
Strong,
have it.
He goes in, but Remick now guarded by Hansen, trying to find something. To Gale. Jack Gale trying to get it up. No good.
Not a great
Not the
not a
shot
great
you
possession.
wanted.
Yeah, not the shot.
And that clock's rolling, 1:30 to go. Warriors up 7, 60-53. Trying to hang on and not get upset tonight.
Yeah, if you want to try to avoid the foul game, you really have to score. You really have to prevent a score here.
He's driving in. Roach out to Van Dis. Look to shoot there. 5 seconds now. Gale on him tight. Craig goes to the shot. No good. Rebounded by Valley. 1:05 to go. Here they come.
You got to go quickly now.
And a foul there by Roach.
And that sends Attaway to the line. So.
Yep. Critical shots here. And that can get you within that 2-possession game, which is what you need.
And just, keeping that hope like we've been saying constantly, just sticking around is the most important part of this game.
Williams will check in shortly. And he misses that free throw. That's a big miss.
Yep, but you still have another one. It's not like it's not like in college where you have the 1-and-1. So you still have one more opportunity, but you have to capitalize on this opportunity.
So Williams is in for Jorgensen. And that one's good. So now it's really time to play your pressure, and Williams is that guy to do it. We're inside a minute, and 2-possession game. It's been as close as it's been the last quarter. And down inside to Van Dis.
Might be time to think about fouling now.
Yeah, 47 seconds. Strong all over him. He'll really foul one of your better shooters. So that's not what you want.
But there's a lot of good free throw shooters on this team. Jay White, who just missed 2, but he's been really good on the season. But Roach is definitely their best free throw shooter at 78%.
They'll make the first one, 61-54. 45.9 seconds to go, so this is really last resort opportunity. You got to get something quick, and it's definitely needed to be a 3. Attaway looks to pull up. Jorgensen now, he's driving in. Finds Strawn.
Got to go.
Yeah, Jorgensen's going to shoot that one. Not a good look. And rebounded by the Warriors.
Yep, and Tigers wasted
15 seconds, yeah.
Yep, way too much time, and it's looking very bleak now. About 30 seconds to go, and down by 8. Not looking great, but
got to be proud of the fight on
yeah,
this team, though.
It's been very clear how much this team has improved throughout the year, and you never want to take moral victories, but man, this team has just competed so hard in these last couple games, and as you look forward to next year, you clearly won't have a guy like TJ Williams, who's a senior, but just continuing this fight and building around guys like Attaway and Jorgensen will be huge.
Second shot is good, so we'll make both of them there. 10-point game, and you just got to float them up now. It's Colton Remick's going to try to do that.
Yep, has to be from the hands of Colton Remick.
And they'll go in, though. They'll make it, and that clock's rolling. Got a foul. Yeah.
They're still not fouling. Foul. Yeah, that's a good guy to foul at 60%.
But that clock's down to 13.9.
Wasted way too much clock. They just kind of stood there in the trap. I get that you really don't want to foul Roach, but at this point in the game, you don't have a choice. So a lot of these fouls have taken way too long from the Tigers.
They'll make that first one. So it's kind of a situation of too little, too late on the comeback. It's so important to have a strong third quarter, and the Tigers just did not do that. They'll make both of them. So regardless of the shooter, it doesn't matter.
That'll end it, looks like.
And Attaway drives in, he'll get a bucket. That clock's going to roll, and
that's going to do it.
If they want to foul or anything, but nope.
Nope.
This is it.
Not really any point.
Final score from Coldiron Fieldhouse. Number 2 Waukee Warriors survive 66-58. It was a really good game. And Valley, yes, they do play the Northwest Wolves. That game got delayed, so they will play that. tomorrow.
That's such a tough turnaround.
It is a tough turnaround. You're really playing a number 2 team and number 3 team at Northwest, so not an easy game. But Cole, any last words of how this team's looking? Because they got Roosevelt at home next week.
Yeah, I just think that the fight that this team has showed has been really admirable. It'd be very easy to roll over and just quit, but I think Coach Brian Rickey has really done a good job with, he got off to not a great start, clearly, but they've really started to fight, and they've done a really good job just sticking around, and they had a chance in this game, but they just weren't able to hit the clutch shots, and that just comes down to talent. This team isn't the most talented, but they just fight so hard, and that's really what kept them in this game. But Waukee is just such a great team, but the Tigers have improved so much, and they still have a couple more opportunities this year.
Yeah, this is your last 2 games of the season. Tomorrow, obviously a quick turnaround. They got to play Roosevelt, which is a great opportunity to see what you can do against a top 10 team. But with that, the Waukee Warriors, the Valley Tigers, 66-58. The number 2 Warriors win. Thank you so much for listening tonight. Johnny Reynolds alongside Cole Sunderman. We'll see ya.
Do you want to stay up to date with your favorite radio station in Des Moines?